365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was
the
fine.
most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I've said it for the last couple of weeks. But I think this game's going to be closer than the line anticipates. I really do. I think, it doesn't matter who really behind their quarterback. As long as you got McCaffrey there, you have a chance.
As of right now, it's showing Nick Bosa as being out, did not practice in Thursday's practice due to that hip injury. Trent Williams also questionable. But I'm kind of on board with you here. The fact that for the Packers at least, Alexander and Josh Jacobs also both listed as questionable. Alexander's obviously huge for their defense. And as of right now, I'm not seeing anything on Kittle not playing. And I think that obviously Christian McCaffrey is the star on that offense. He's the most crucial player. He'll have the most touches. But I think people underestimate the importance of Kittle and that safe option that he provides for whoever's in at quarterback. And if you have him on your fantasy team this week and he's playing, expect him to have a big week in my eyes. I think that Allen's going to check down to him a lot. Throw those little easy completions, build some confidence, and I'm with you here. I think that Shanahan's a good enough coach to put together a game plan to at least keep this close. Do I think the Niners are going to win outright? No. But do I think that the Packers, even with the injuries, are they that much better than the 49ers? I don't think so at all. So I'm rolling with you there, taking the Niners at +5.5. See, let's get into some college football stuff here. There's some huge games over the weekend in terms of playoff picture implications. Let's start with Indiana traveling to Ohio State. There's a huge debate right now going on in the world of college football in regards to these rankings, strength of schedule, and it's tough because a lot of times I'm on board with this saying of, look, if they have a good resume, they have a good record, they deserve to be in. I don't really love the argument, if you put Indiana up against a team like Texas A&M, who do you think is going to win? Obviously, it's going to be Texas A&M every time. However, when you look at Indiana's schedule, it's very, very, very weak. And it's not their fault. I don't think they expected to have the season that they had. Is there a world where Indiana can lose this game and still make it into the playoffs?
Yes, I think 100% they can, because you've got to look at it like if they lose, they're not losing to a team that's a garbage team. I think if they lose this game, they need to win out, though. I think that's without a question. So if they lose this game and then go on to beat Purdue, you have to put them in, because it's not like you're losing to a team that's, unranked. Ohio State is, I believe, the second-ranked team in the country right now. Yep. So if you lose to Ohio State and win, you're talking about a one-loss team. You have to put them in. I really think you do. Overall, I was always on board with you of, if you have, regardless of strength of schedule, if you're winning every single game, you deserve to be in, because it's like, what else is there to do? I mean, is it your fault that you're playing these type of teams? At the end of the day, you win, you're in. That's how I look at it.
I agree. Now, let me throw this hypothetical at you, because I think this is where I lie with this Indiana team. If they keep it close, they're in, no doubt, because I think they're going to beat Purdue. If they don't beat Purdue and they lose to Ohio State, no matter what, obviously they're out. Now, if Indiana walks into Columbus and loses by 28 plus, are they still in for you?
That's different. I think that's different. It depends on the loss. If it's, like you said, if it's a blowout, ugly type of loss, then maybe another team makes the case to, jump them. But overall, if you drop this by anything less than 10 to 4, I think anything under 2 touchdowns, and then they go out and they beat Purdue dominantly, I think you keep them in. I really do.
The talk of Texas has been very, very, very quiet since they lost to Georgia in, overwhelming fashion. It was an ugly loss. They got punched in the mouth at home. And since then, we haven't really heard much of them. They're at home against a Kentucky team this week that is not good. They're 1-6 in SEC play, 4-6 overall. Texas is minus 20.5, so they're favored to win by 3 touchdowns, essentially. If Texas doesn't win out, are they in? Because for me, if they don't find a way to beat Texas A&M on Thanksgiving weekend, their best win comes against a number 10 Michigan team that we've now learned past week 2 when they faced off is not a good team. Effectively, I don't believe Vanderbilt is ranked anymore either. So the 2 ranked wins that they have outside of Oklahoma, who also isn't ranked, the 3 ranked wins that they have, I don't believe any of these teams are ranked in the top 25 anymore. If they don't beat Kentucky and beat Texas A&M, is Texas still in this playoff for you as a 3-loss or a 2-loss team?
Man, it's really, really tough. I think it depends on how everything plays out here. I think if it depends how they if they lose to Texas A&M, how do they lose in the game? Is it a rout? Is it a very close game? I think it's all hypothetical here. I think if they win out, obviously they're in. If they lose to Texas A&M on a last-second, field goal, I think you still keep them in. It really depends how the loss is going into, the playoff. It has to be close for sure.
I got Ole Miss on upset alert this week. They're traveling to Florida. They're minus 12.5. What do you think of this game in general as a whole?
Ole Miss is a team to me that's been, up and down. I'm sorry, let me pull it up. I just want to get the accurate line right here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so Ole Miss, I see 12.5. The total on the game is interesting to me because it opened up at 60.5. Now it's down to 55.5. So, you don't really see a total drop 5 whole points in a game like this. Florida at home is a team, they're 2-3 in their last 5 games. Ole Miss winning 3 straight, 8-2. I think this is a game they obviously have to win. I think if Ole Miss wins out, I think you put them in too. I mean, if Ole Miss finishes 10-2, do you have them in or do you
100%.
skip out on them?
I had Ole Miss prior to their loss to Kentucky. I had Ole Miss as my sleeper to win the whole thing. I think they have a fantastic team, and in a game, the LSU game is an inexcusable loss. There's no world in which, and I think that if they played that game, a simulation of that game 10 times, I think they win 9 times out of 10. Undoubtedly, for me, if they beat Florida and Mississippi State, there's no way, shape, or form that this team shouldn't be in the playoff. And to be honest, I don't think this is a team that anybody wants to face. With that being said, though, Florida, they got their QB back. It seems like Billy Napier, since he got the vote of confidence from the athletic director there, that they want to keep him there, that this is his team, that they believe in him, that things have turned in a positive direction outside of a blowout loss to Texas and obviously Georgia as well, who are both good teams. I don't know. This one is tricky for me, but I do like Florida against the spread. Are you riding with me there, or you think Ole Miss wins this game convincingly?
I think it's going to be a tougher game. I like the Florida with 12 points as well. Now, I just wanted to ask you one thing before we head off as we're closing down. For me, is there any scenario or any possibility Colorado wins the next 2 games in dominant fashion, that they somehow get into the college football playoff? I know they're ranked right now number 16 in the country.
Yes, I think if they obviously win their division, I think that they're in. If they win the Big 12, that they'll be in. However, I'm very worried for them this weekend. This is a Kansas team that just took down an undefeated BYU on the road at the exact same line. Kansas was +3 against BYU, won that game outright. With that being said, do I think that Colorado are going to lose this game? No, but there's a path for Colorado. There's always that term that there's a path for them to get there. But they have to win, for me, in convincing fashion against Kansas, and they have to absolutely roll Oklahoma State and win the Big 12 title game. That's my road in there for Colorado. All right, Zaid, thank you so much for joining us. It is always a pleasure to have you on. Up next, we're going to get into some more NFL weekend, some other stuff around the NBA. Joel Embiid, what's going on with this guy? We're going to talk about it next here on Sports Weekend. Sports Overnight America. I'm your host, Tyler Levine. Thank you again, Zaid Hussein.
Welcome to Staples.
Help! My family's in for the holidays, and I need gift ideas.
That's why we're here. Staples has amazing deals on everything you need. Photo gifts, laptops, and gaming systems. Even custom holiday cards and shipping solutions to send gifts to the family that can't make it.
Perfect! Have anything for Uncle Frank? I love him, but the guy is never quiet.
Noise-canceling headphones. For you.
You get it.
Unwrap huge holiday savings at Staples. And right now at Staples, save up to $350 on select computers. Ends 12/28, in-store only.
My fellow Americans, let the message ring out that from this day forward, when you buy American, you buy the best. Handcrafted. Something premium. Something pure. For this is the very essence of what our servicemen and women gave their lives to protect. And by God, we shall not allow their sacrifice to be forgotten. It's time to show the world just how great American can be. And we will not wait for tomorrow to come. We will stand here, this moment, together. And we will start today. Don't ever forget how great it is to be American. America we need right now. American Premium Vodka. Celebrate responsibly.
Are you truly committed to feeling better? I mean, absolutely feeling your best? What's the key? Eat well, sleep well, lots of hydration through water, and also your daily innovative wellness athletic supplement packs. These packets are created to supplement your daily lifestyle, allowing your body to have the nutrients it needs to run efficiently. These packets include multi-omega fish oil, D3K2 5000, probiotic, and magnesium. It's nearly impossible to get all the nutrients our body requires to run efficiently on a regular basis from our food alone. Taking this daily packet will leave you feeling more energetic and more vibrant. Your brain body will be able to detoxify more efficiently, which naturally reduces inflammation. Find out today. InnovativeWellness.Center. InnovativeWellness.Center. And use the code Sports Overnight America.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
Martin Stadium in Boardman, Ohio. It is the D5 Region 17 final tonight between the Poland Bulldogs and the South Range Raiders on the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, high atop Spartan Stadium. And this is one I want to say, Dave, I have been anticipating since the last game ended for South Range last week.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we could see that they were on a collision course as we went through this playoff system. And now it's finally here for this big game tonight.
And, of course, these two teams met back in Week 6, and South Range defeated Poland 38-30, but it was an early 14-0 lead for Poland that the South Range Raiders overcame, scoring 3 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes to take the lead back.
Yeah, that was something to come near, because I remember that game distinctly as we was broadcasting ours, and we were so shocked at how that Poland jumped right on them. But they were able to withstand and come back. But tonight, these teams have grown since that game, and I just think we're going to have a nick and tuck type of game tonight. I really do. I believe it's going to be, weather might affect a little bit, little rain's not as heavy as it was earlier, but I can see these guys are ready to go, both teams.
Time for our first break. When we come back on the Malutic Live Coach's Corner, we'll hear from the Poland Bulldog head coach, Tom Pawlanski. That's up after this break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
And we welcome you back here to Spartan Stadium. Unfortunately, we've got some technical difficulties with our interview with Poland head coach Tom Pawlanski. So let's jump over to the interview we did earlier this week with South Range head coach David Rock on the Malutic Live Coach's Corner. Pregame show continues, joined by Coach Rock of the South Range Raiders. And, Coach, let's go back to Garaway last week, a 42-14 win. And anytime you win a playoff game, it's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, for sure. Just to be playing this time of the year is obviously a special time for our kids and for our program. Really excited about the week ahead, the matchup, all local matchup with Poland here for the regional title and a trip to the Final Four. But I'm really happy with how we played last week.
You look at that game against Garaway, you jump out to a 14-point lead. They score on a big touchdown, and you just found found a way to respond and then kind of took control of that game throughout the third quarter.
I think that was kind of the story of it. You know, they did a great job of scheming up a play, and obviously this time of year you're going to see dynamic playmakers every week, and Garraway was certainly no exception to that. We misfit a play a little bit, and they popped one on us, and just really proud of the resiliency of our group and just the poise that they showed, I thought, and just coming over and getting things straightened out and kind of going back to work.
Coach, you had another chance to go back, look at the Week 6 film when you played Poland the first time. Did you see anything different you might not have the first go-round?
I think Poland's a little bit unique in that they're so formationally diverse. You know, every week there's a couple new wrinkles and a couple different ways that they can get into, you know, some of their base concepts just with trying to make things tough on you formationally. And more of the same there. You know, there's the first matchup with them in Week 6. You know, we missed quite a few alignments early on and paid a steep price by falling behind 14-0. They're obviously, you know, better now than they were at that time. I think the passing game's coming around for them. I think, you know, they've really kind of found their groove as far as using both the quarterbacks. And, you know, we saw firsthand in Week 6 just how dynamic they are on the perimeter. So it's going to be a great challenge for us and one that we're looking forward to.
Coach, is it difficult or is it more difficult or less difficult to play a team twice in the same season?
I don't know. I think it makes you pull your hair out a little bit. Probably makes you, you know, a little bit more thorough in your preparation. I'd like to say that we prepare the same way every week and try to, you know, turn over every stone every week. But, you know, I think anytime you play somebody twice where you know that there's, you know, some data out there on us and we've seen some matchups, you know, whether physically or schematically between the two teams, I think you want to go back and take a look at that. And then you want to see, you know, try to anticipate what new wrinkles they might have or you know, just differences in terms of how they're lining up and trying to take some things away.
From your perspective against a familiar opponent, is it more about executing what you do well, or is it maybe you do throw in a different wrinkle, or this time you pull out a trick play? How do you approach it?
I think you have to lean on what you do well. You know, I mean, at this point in the year, here we are in Week 14, and neither team got here by accident. You know, it's because both teams do a lot of things well, so I would expect that they're in the same boat as us and that we're going to go in and try to do the things that have gotten us here and the things that we're most comfortable with. You know, at the same time, you want to put your guys in the best position you can. And, you know, there were times where that was successful, you know, the first go around, and there were times where they had the advantage. So I think you try to, like, again, put your guys in the best spot possible, and that might require some new wrinkles or some adjustments to how you're doing things. But, you know, for the most part, I think at the core of what we are and what Poland is, I think that will remain unchanged.
What do you think it means for local high school football and the NE8 conference to have two teams playing in a regional final from the same conference at a local stadium where they can showcase what they can do?
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible experience. You know, I look at it as that's the reward, you know, that our communities get, both us and Poland. You know, this stage and this atmosphere is the reward that we get for years and years of hard work and dedication to the program, and we're certainly excited about that. I think it speaks volumes about the caliber and the quality of football that's played here in Mahoning County in Northeast Ohio, you know, where we have, I guarantee that one of these two, you know, great teams is going to have a chance to go play in the Final Four next week.
Coach, what's the key to get a win and move on to that Final Four?
Well, add us to the list of probably everybody in the state of Ohio this week that's going to be trying to deal with the elements. But, you know, I think it's about protecting the football. It's about running the football, playing great special teams. I really believe that the team that can get rid of the turnovers and maybe create some explosive plays on special teams is probably the winner. It's going to take a great football game, you know, by either team to win this game. And, you know, I hope we're up to that challenge.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.
And that was South Range head coach David Rock. His Raiders are 13-0 as they come into play in tonight's Division 5 Region 17 final. We're going to take our second break in the pregame show. When we come back, we will dive in a little bit further, look into the numbers of this matchup between Poland and South Range on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
All right, so let's continue our conversation here about the this matchup. And if you look at the history between these two teams, they have, over the last 6 meetings, South Range has beat Poland 5 out of the last 6 games. You have to go back to 2019, the last time that Poland beat South Range, and that was 27-7 Poland. The first year South Range was part of the NE8.
Yeah, when you're talking about changing, the type of situation you have at a school, that's really changing when you have not lost since that opening night when you actually went into this conference. And they fixed everything they needed to, and they have been undefeated against those teams that they had lost to back then. But I'm sure Poland is ready. They know that they were on the verge of that, winning that game this year. And you got to bottle that 14-0 up. Look at that, see what you did correctly, and come out with that type of force tonight.
Here come the Poland Bulldogs on to the field. The Bulldogs tonight, they are 11-2 under head coach Tom Pavlansky. White pants, white jerseys, blue numbers trimmed in black, with the blue helmet with the white P on the side and the white stripe down the center. They will be on the visiting side of the stadium here tonight from Spartan Stadium in Boardman. And the South Range Raiders just about ready to take the field. Off to our right, they'll be in the maroon pants, maroon jerseys with the dark gold numbers, the maroon helmet with the gold trim, and the white socks. And 2 traditional uniforms, 2 traditional sets of colors we have grown to be used to over the years.
Yeah, for sure. And we definitely done got used to that. But I'm just really excited about this. This is their teams that's close together, schools that's close together. So you're going to have that atmosphere tonight of like a rivalry. And it should be really, really good football game.
I think both of these teams were anticipating, they were hoping to get to this regional final the day that bracket came out on Sunday afternoon, knowing that they were on opposite ends, with South Range being the 1 and Poland being the 3. They beat Akron Manchester last week to get to this game. And it's unfortunate the weather is as bad as it is, or this place would be packed.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And we got a steady rain right now, but they're still filing in, but you're not kidding. This would be packed out if we had a nice, clear night.
Again, a beautiful facility. If you have not been here to Spartan Stadium,
joined by
a
Coach
giant
Pavlan.
press box. There's lots of media And we are going to take our final timeout. We will come back and we'll kick this one off on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
We are getting ready for kickoff here tonight at Spartan Stadium in Boardman. The Poland Bulldogs, the South Range Raiders. The regional final is on the line. You are listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard here in the booth, Matthew Craven, and David Ferris in our iMedia studios in Struthers. South Range won the toss. They have elected to take the football to begin tonight's game, Dave.
Yeah, and that's something that's a little unusual that we see, but they want to get the ball first and try to do some damage right out the gate.
So Jace Stefanson will handle the kickoff duties for the Poland Bulldogs. And we are ready for the Region 17 final. And it's going to run up on it inside the 5, outside across the 10, cuts back to the 15 and driven back right there at the 15-yard line. And that is where the Raiders begin tonight's game of first down and 10, working right to left.
Oh, that's good. I know the special teams coach for Poland is absolutely excited. That was great coverage to get down there and follow them up close to their own end zone.
Tristan Toy, the senior two-year starter at quarterback, 1,518 yards, 16 passing touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. He is 6 yards away, Dave, from 1,000 on the ground this year to go with his 22 rushing touchdowns. Aiden Dominguez is the feature back, 1,390 yards and 18 touchdowns. Raiders going to send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. It is Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Dominguez going to get the football, sweeping outside across the 15, 20, and down to the 23-yard line. That is a big first down run for Aiden Dominguez. Once again, seeing the Raiders run to the short side of the field.
Yeah, and that kind of shocked me to see him go to the short side of the field, but excellent blocking over there. The lane opened up quickly, and he took advantage of that and was able to pick up the first down.
So, first and 10 after the pickup of 13 for Dominguez. Raiders going to send 1 receiver right and 2 to the left side. A wing to the left. Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Dominguez is going to get the football, try to get a block to turn the corner, but the Bulldogs are right there to pull him down That's a fantastic tackle coming over to make the stop. That's Vito Kamara, the junior, from his secondary spot up to make the tackle.
Yeah, good tackle by him. I tell you, but the key to that defensive play was Peyton Miller, the defensive end, that kept contained to turn that ball in where he had no running room to get to the outside.
So it brings up a second down coming up for the Raiders. Second down and a 7. As Toy going to roll out to throw for the first time. Going to go downfield. Receiver slipped in, went down, but there's a flag on the play. Heath Krause was the intended target.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised that when I seen that flag come out. Came out a little late, but, you know, this looks like they got tangled up with their feet. And a lot of times they allow that to go. And probably being biased, being an ex-defensive back, but that's the thing that usually happens.
Not biased at all.
That's the things that usually happens.
So that 15-yard pass interference penalty going to give the Raiders their second first down on this opening drive here tonight. They'll spot the football at their 42-yard line. Rain continues to fall. It has pretty much fallen in the valley all day long. One receiver to the right, 2 to the left, and a wing to the left side. Dominguez and Toy. Dominguez going to get the football. Again, running to the short side. This time, Vito Kamara was there. He was able to spin off Kamara and get down to the 45-yard line for a pickup of 3. It is second down and 7 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Poland's doing an excellent job of filling in those lanes, which is usually running lanes for South Range. We didn't seen it week after week at the times that we have broadcast them, and they're able to close those things up quickly, and they've been short gains so far.
So second down and 7, 10-10 to play here in a scoreless opening quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left side, wing to the right side. Toy's going to keep the football. He's going to lower the shoulder. He'll hammer across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down, and that'll put him over the 1,000-yard mark for the season.
He's a tough runner. Like you said, he's about 5'10", 5'11", 170 pounds. But he runs with a lot more force than a 170-pound quarterback would be running with. He definitely runs with a lot of power.
Third down 2, right at midfield for the Raiders. They're going to split 2 receivers to the right. Wing and a receiver to the left side. Dominguez remains the tailback next to Toy. Receiver going to go in motion. Toy's going to keep the football. Toy's going to be hit. He's going to lose the football. He's going to fumble the football out of bounds back near the 46-yard line. We'll make it the 47-yard line, Dave, but a fourth down facing the South Range Raiders, and they're going to have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, that play had no chance from the beginning. That was great defense. And something I've done noticed, I know we were on the radio, but if they could see it, they're playing great defensive line play, shifting at the last second.
Vorchak gets the punt away. This will take a roll in favor of the Bulldogs as Vito Kamara just backed away from the football. Poland will have it for the first time here in the opening quarter from the 35-yard line, going left to right.
Yeah, we want to see what Poland can do with the football now. It had an excellent series on defense there. They gave up a couple first downs, but actually they start to stiffen up as that drive continued.
So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. Kamara going to go under center, eye in the backfield with a single receiver. He'll hand the ball off to his tailback, and getting down to the 35-yard line,
Kamara hands off to number 5.
As Chase Jones, their leading rusher, gets them 1. Jones, 763 yards and 4 touchdowns, leading the way.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, that running space was clogged up immediately, but he was able to get a yard out of it. But, boy, good defensive play on that.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldogs. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wings to the right, 1 receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. Kamara takes the snap. He's going to look to run with it himself. Catches inside a tackle. He's going to go 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Vito Kamara. No flags on the play. 65-yard touchdown run for Vito Kamara.
Yeah, did you see how he stuck that foot in the ground? And that's the way you do. You stick that foot in the ground and make a decisive cut and turn on the Jets, and that's exactly what he did and went on for that touchdown. There was nobody able to catch him.
2 plays, 66 yards on that drive for the Bulldogs. And again, they take the early lead against South Range.
Right. So South Range, the only thing they can look at is, hey, we've been here before, but they don't want to see that type of situation happening too often.
Maseko will hold Jace Stefanson, 45 of 48, and extra points on the season. Will attempt to knock home the point after. Snap is good. They get it down. Stefanson, extra point is up, and it is good. 8:18 to play in the opening quarter. It is Poland 7, South Range 0 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Well, Vino Kamara's 65-yard touchdown run, Dave, his 7th of the season, and the Bulldogs strike first here tonight.
And it sure did. And that's what, like I said, he put that foot in the decisive decision. I am going to cut right now and go. And that's exactly what he did. And took it 65 yards for that touchdown.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass. Reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. If you'd like an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. Well, Stefanson has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. 3 returners across the goal line at the 2 for the South Range Raiders. Stefanson's had a great year kicking the football for the Bulldogs. This one is high and deep, and this will hit in the end zone for the automatic touchback. And South Range will have it down 7, trailing for the first time in the playoffs.
Yeah. You know, not even thinking of that, but that's sure. Usually they jump on teams right away, and now they have to be that team that has to come back, and we'll see how they respond right now.
He will let you know throughout the night about the other game going on that will match up with Poland. As Toy gets the play from the sidelines. Of course, the winner of this game meets the winner of Milan Edison and Liberty Center.
Yeah, 2 undefeated teams.
Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. 3 receivers in the formation. Toy's going to keep it. Followed Dominguez into the hole. Ran over a defender at the 30 and falls down to the 31-yard line. That's a big run for Toy.
And as I said, Toy doesn't, it looked like he finally could have put a little jab step and cut outside, but he said, no, I'm going to punish the tackler, and that's exactly what he looked to do.
So first down and 10. And we've got a flag that is going to stop things, and this will be the second penalty on the Raiders here tonight so far.
Yeah, a little movement on the right side of the line. A little premature movement, and that's a 5-yard penalty against them.
So that backs them up behind the sticks. It is a first down and 15 for the Raiders. Ball back to the 26-yard line. Rains continue to fall. They were really heavy when Michael and I pulled into the stadium and made our way all the way around the facility. And to give it to Dominguez again, running to the short side. Got a block that he needed and was able to turn the corner for a couple of extra yards. Tommy Titus, the freshman wideout, getting that extra block so Dominguez could turn the corner.
Yeah, and we've talked about him as a freshman. He is playing meaningful minutes. And he's out there and he's making great block. That was a great block because that would have been stopped for maybe a 2-yard gain. And was able to get almost 6 on the play.
So it brings up a second down and a 5 for the Raiders. Wing to the right, two receivers to the left side. Toy takes the snap. Going to give it to Dominguez again, running to the short side, pushing the pile across the 40 and down near the 41-yard line. Again, we see that South Range line getting that late push for the first down.
Yeah, and you see how they diverted back to what they do best. Misdirections, using that offensive line, which executed great last week. And that's one of the things they want to do, and stay behind that offensive line and try to run the football.
Liberty Center leading Milan Edison 7-6 in the first quarter. They will run it again on first down, and Dominguez, two hands wrapped around the football. He'll power down to the 49-yard line. And another great drive by the Raiders.
Yeah, and this is what you want to do, because if you can really put your will on another team, it can really wear them down later in the game.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Dominguez to the sideline. Dylan Smeshko, the senior, at 689 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns now in the backfield. They'll come up to the left side of Toy. Runner goes in motion and ran into the blocker, did the ball carrier into Troy Combs. That's going to be a loss of a couple of yards back to the 45-yard line.
And we don't usually see that out of South Range offense. That was so off kilter right there. It was dead in the water before they went. I mean, the quarterback went up too close, really. I mean, it just was done from the beginning.
Now, Luke Starkey was the pulling blocker and ran right into him, did Troy Combs. Third down. Toy's going to keep it. Turn the corner. He'll have the first down across the 45 and down near the 42-yard line. And Tristan Toy has really taken a lead role in this running game in the postseason.
Absolutely he has. And I've never seen two quarterbacks, one on each team, that runs the way they do. They make a decision, and they go.
Right back to the line. Give it to Smeshko. Cut to the right now. Back between the hashes. And he is stoned right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, great play by Oliver McCulley. He was right there to make that tackle. I mean, got in there and made sure tackle on that play and stopped him for, looked like if he got anything, maybe the length of the football, if anything.
Smeshko to the sidelines. Dominguez back in, the 6'3", 200-pound senior tailback. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders from the Poland 42-yard line. 7-0, Poland leading South Range. 4.5 minutes to play, and a flag comes out.
Now, I tell you, we have broadcast enough of their games. I've never seen this many mental mistakes early by the South Range Raiders.
Third infraction on the Raiders here in this opening quarter. Again, forces them, Dave, to work behind the sticks.
Yeah, and that's something they, not used to being doing. They usually are always ahead of the sticks. So this is a different circumstance for them.
So 2nd and 15, 4:15 to play in a fast-moving first quarter. Play clock down under 5 seconds. Combs comes in motion, and the Raiders are going to need a timeout. 4:08 to play here, first quarter. Poland 7, South Range 0. Dave, we will keep it right here, and this is not the typical rhythm we see from the South Range Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely is, and I believe that's why they call it timeout. You got to get his guys to settle down and need to settle down and just calm down, because everything is just seems discombobulated right now, and things are not running smoothly as they normally do for them. So get his guys to calm down, get their assignments down, and then, see if they can get the machine revved up. The machine is not going right now.
You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. The Cobras are in pursuit of a PAFL championship, and if you're looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. It won't be long. And we'll be sweating in press boxes instead of being grateful for the heat here at Boardman.
Right, absolutely.
Single receiver to the right, 2 to the left side. Single back in the backfield with Toy on the 2nd down and 15. Toy to throw. Going to take a shot downfield. Had a man open right on the sidelines. That is a good catch. See, that is Tommy Titus, the freshman.
The freshman again.
He runs good routes for a ninth grader.
Yes, he does. And what's so great about that, he was able to even hold on to that ball. He took a nice shot there from the defensive player, but held on to that football. The one I'm wondering about, and now he's singled up man, is Gavin Nagy here on this play.
3rd down and 6. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Toy's going to run the football, looking for that 1st down marker. He's going to be about a yard shy. It's going to bring up another 4th down for the Raiders.
Yeah, I think if you run there and you got a 3rd and about 5 and you run it, I think it's definitely 4-down territory.
And a little more than a yard here on a 4th down for the Raiders. 3:35 to play in a fast-moving opening quarter. Poland 7, South Range 0. Wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Toy's going to keep the football. He's going to scrape down the line, turn the corner, 1st down across the 30, 25, and down to the 23-yard line. Great vision by Tristan Toy to run down the line and then turn it upfield.
Yeah, turn it up and see where, and you see that seam that he's seen, to be able to cut up inside. And who created that? The freshman. Tommy Titus was out there with a great block to open up that seam.
2 receivers to the right, wing to the left. Now it's Troy Combs who goes in motion. Combs going to get the sweep, cuts back 20, 15, steps outside to the 10 and down near the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Raiders inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, I was thinking he might get into the end zone, just how they were maintaining their blocks out there on the outside. They're really rolling now. They're going quick.
Raiders right back to the line. Give it to Dominguez, running short side. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. And a push back for no gain. It is 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Well, yeah, that's smash mouth football right now, Mark. Right down there. I don't think he got much of anything on that play as that defense barreled down on him.
So it is 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 2:15 to play in the opening quarter here from Spartan Stadium in Boardman. 2 receivers going to go to the left, wing to the right side. Toy now alone in the backfield. He's going to look for a hole. He'll follow the blockers down the field and into the end zone for an 8-yard rushing touchdown for Tristan Toy, his 23rd of the season.
Great run there to get to the outside, to get up in that seam once again. Again, Tommy Titus he's doing an excellent job of blocking from his wide receiver position as he opened up that area once again.
So it'll bring on Luke Starkey to attempt the extra point. As the Raiders respond with a touchdown, it is Jimmy Powell to hold. Starkey, high snap, they get it down. Starkey's extra point is on the way, and it is good. So 1:59 to play here in the opening quarter, and we are tied at 7. The drive for the Raiders, 13 plays, 80 yards, just under 5 minutes off the clock, and kept off by Tristan Toy's 23rd touchdown of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Great drive there, Mark, just to see him, that everything that was executed. And, you know, that was a big situation that happened right there when Coach Brock called that timeout and got them to settle down because they were doing a lot of mental mistakes. But once he had that timeout, there was no more of that. If you notice, the rest of that drive executed real good. The offensive line play was excellent. Receivers, as we said, been blocking great. That was a great call of a timeout to just settle his team down.
And you heard Coach Brock in the Malutic Live Coach's Corner talking about no tricks, just do what you do and do it well.
Yeah, that's it. And that's how you do. That's how you execute.
So it'll be Jason Vorchak, the sophomore kicker, ready to kick away for the South Range Raiders. Poland will have 3 men back deep, right about their own 10-yard line. Vorchak gets his foot into this one. This is going to be a low bouncing kick that's going to go out of bounds. The flag will come out. The 4th penalty on the Raiders. And this will give Poland good field position to begin this possession.
Absolutely. And I was kind of shocked. I don't know if that was purposely done. Wasn't executed too well, so I don't know. Because it got over to the sidelines in a hurry. You usually don't want your kicks to get over that way that quickly.
If you are just tuning in, it has been the quarterback show here in the opening quarter. Vito Kamara, a 65-yard touchdown run for Poland. Tristan Toy, an 8-yard touchdown run for the South Range Raiders. And the Bulldogs going to make him kick it again.
Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting because they would have got some very good field position with that penalty there. But, you know, I'm thinking if they can't get the kick deep, they still can get great field position. And they may be able to set up a return also.
So this will move Vorshak back to the 35-yard line. Returners will also move up about 5 yards for the Bulldogs. And we're at 1:59 to play here in the opening quarter. South Range and Poland tied at 7. Vorshak gets the whistle, and we are ready to get back to action. Again, he'll keep this one on the ground, but this one will go right up the middle, picked up at the 15, outside of the 20, to the 25, and down near the 27-yard line. And that is where the Bulldogs will take over. First down at 10 on that return, this time by Chase Jones.
Yeah, hey, they actually got less out of that. They should have took the penalty because they're definitely further back than they would have been.
Number 15, J.J. Fonda on return for Bulldogs.
And we'll get that corrected. As you heard the PA announcer say it, J.J. Fonda was 15 and not 5 on the return. So Vito Kamara and of the Bulldogs back to the field. Going to take the snap. Now cutting back, and check that. That's Zipolitis who's in there, and Zipolitis is going to be spun down in the backfield for about a yard loss. David Zipolitis, the freshman quarterback, has seen a lot of action this year for the Bulldogs.
And that was a great defensive call by the defensive coordinator there. It's calling the run blitz on first down and trying to stifle those running lanes, and he definitely did that on that play.
Zipolitis, 391 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He has run it for 442 yards and 5 scores. Play clock now down under 10 seconds. Zipolitis running backs to his right and left. He will drop to throw. Has time, going to go downfield, had a man open who made a sliding catch at the 34-yard line. That's Joey Verone with his 5th reception of the season for the 5'10 senior.
Yeah, if he got that ball up where he could have continued running, he had a lot of yardage there that was left on that field that he could have picked up some valuable yardage on that play.
So a 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. They're going to go with a full backfield. Vito Kamara now in at the quarterback spot and under center. He'll walk down the line, now go back under the center. Play clock at 7. Kamara's going to give it to his tailback. He stood up in the backfield and driven back at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost about a half yard on the carry. No running room for Angelo Angelilli.
Yes.
And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was excellent defense there. They came up and stuffed that down. Michael Chadbourne was up inside there and able to tackle him there.
So we are going to come to the end of the opening quarter. After 1, it is Poland 7, South Range 7. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
So Stefanson will punt now on 4th down and 2, averaging about 37 yards per kick. And back to return this punt for the South Range Raiders is Gavin Nagy, whose catch total jumped to 35 after the big game he had last week.
Yeah, he absolutely did have a big game last week.
After this punt, we'll go back to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. High snap back to Stefanson. Gets the kick away. And Nagy's going to just let this one roll.
Oh, what a
it's
roll.
going to take a great pull and roll inside
man.
the 10. That's going to continue to
It's still
roll.
oh,
it's
my.
finally going to come to a stop at about the 6-yard line.
Man, you can't ask for anything better than that. To hit that one out of there. And that's what you said about the 6-yard line? That's a 59-yard punt. And I mean, he got every bit of roll out of it that they could get.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, the other half of this bracket, we can tell you it is Liberty Center, and they are on the top of Milan Edison 14-6 in the first half of that game.
Yeah, on the collision course, those two undefeated teams, 13-0, both teams coming into that ball game.
We get set to begin the second quarter. We will keep it here as we get set to start the second quarter. They got that one play in before the end of the quarter, so that punt brings us to the second quarter here tonight. And looked like Portland had the momentum early on in this one, but South Range has kind of taken that back, but they've got the long field in front of them now.
This is something. They're down up against their own goal line, and it's, you're at your own 6-yard line. You got to be very careful with the football.
1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. It's Toy, the quarterback, 3 receivers in the formation. Dominguez now moves up right next to Toy. Dominguez fakes the counter. He's going to get the football, and he's going to push the pile. The initial spot was at the 10, but he's going to be a little shy of that at the 9-yard line. So give him a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, tough yardage there. Was able to get a little bit of breathing room for them.
So 2nd down for the Raiders. Wing to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Dominguez remains your tailback with Toy. Dominguez again gets the handoff, has a little gap to squeeze through across the 10, and he's out near the 11-yard line, and it's going to be enough for a Raider 1st down.
Yeah, that was enough there. I tell you, bang for it. And you see now they want to run the football, establish that power game, and allow their offensive line to try to be dominant.
So 2 receivers will go to the left. To the right side, it's Gavin Nagy. Dominguez, the tailback behind Toy. Drops to throw, has time, fires for Nagy, who makes the catch, and he's going to be thrown down and out of bounds. And that looks like Stefanson there on the tackle for the Bulldogs, and for Gavin Nagy, his 36th grab of the season.
Yeah, I tell you, and heard his name so much last week that it seemed like all during the week I was still hearing it. I mean, with all the receptions, defensive plays, returning punts, he had an excellent game last week.
2nd down and 3. 2 to the left, 1 to the right side. Toy's going to keep it, look for a gap, and that is closed up, and he is able to push the pile. Needed 3, he got 4, and that is a South Range 1st down.
Yeah, it's been an excellent job so far to get out of the shadow of your own end zone, and now you're out here to the 28-yard line, and now you can open up some things if you would like.
Raiders only taking about 5 seconds in the huddle as they come to the line of scrimmage with 2 to the left, wing to the right side. Toy's going to give the ball to Dominguez, and Dominguez got down to the 30 before driven back, getting just across the 30-yard line. Give him 1, and it's going to bring up now a 2nd down and a long for the Raiders.
Yeah, they closed that up quick. It looked like we had a little opening there, but they came and closed that up very quickly.
Raiders break the huddle. 2 receivers going to the left, and 1 to the right side. Toy takes the snap, 3-step drop, stands in the pocket, all kinds of time. Now rolling out, rolling back to the outside, looking to run. He's going to be hit and dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Offensive line gave him a bit of time, but then finally collapsed, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he had no one to throw to. Everybody was covered excellently there. Great job by the Poland defensive secondary, and he had nowhere to throw it. So he made the right decision to just hold on to that football, try to get much as he could out of it, and basically got right back to the line of scrimmage.
9 minutes to play, first half. Poland and South Range tied up at 7. Raiders facing a 3rd down and 7 from their 31-yard line. Combs in motion. Toy going to roll out to that wide side. Going to set his feet. Going to take a shot downfield. Has a man out there, and Gavin Nagy not quite able to grab that football. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come on for Coach Rock and the Raiders.
Good defense there by the Poland Bulldogs. They were able to get off the field. It was looking at them there to get that drive going, but to be able to get off that field was an excellent job. Excellent coverage on that play.
Jason Vorchak averaging about 42 yards a punt on the season. Vito Kamara back to return. Vorchak's punt is high, and it is going to be picked up by Kamara on a bounce. He's able to get to the outside, across the 35 to the 40, and down to the 42-yard line.
It looked like it could have been a face mask there. I thought they caught that.
And there's the flag right on the edge of the sidelines, right in front of that Raider bench.
Yeah, I could add another 15 onto that play.
And
yeah, 5-yard right. So just grasping of the face mask instead of
finishing the tackle for the 15.
Mm-hmm.
So 5-yard penalty is unofficially the 5th on the Raiders here in this first half of action.
49-yard line.
You couldn't beat that to be able to start right almost at midfield on your drive.
From the Poland 49-yard line, right to left, Kamara under center, receivers to each side, eye into the backfield. They're going to fake it to Jones. Kamara spun through a tackle, got free to the sidelines across the 35-30, 25-20, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds near the 14-yard line. Vito Kamara turned on the jets once he got to the outside, and he's going to be pushing 100 yards rushing already in this game.
You know, that was big for Jimmy Powell to get there and not give up on the play. And that caused him to stop and try to make a move to get to the end zone, but he was able to stop him at the 15.
Kamara, 2 carries for 102 and a touchdown. Not bad, averaging 50.5 yards per carry. So it is Zipolitis now at the quarterback spot. 3 backs in the backfield. Zipolitis going to hand it off.
Hands off to number 6, Angelo.
That was Angelo Angelilli on the carry. And you don't see that full house backfield look like that very often anymore.
Not anymore. This is really bringing back some days with that. But that's that Imano, man on man. Let's see what you can do. And that offensive line, is it going to be the defensive line? Who's going to control the line of scrimmage? And that's what you've seen on that last play. And it looked like they're coming right back with it, the power game once again.
Angelilli gets 2, 2nd down and 8. They will hand it off again to the big back, and he's going to rumble his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That is a Ricky Madeline on the run. That is a 12-yard touchdown run, and Poland has come right back to take the lead.
Yeah, nice opening there. Great blocking on the offensive line to open up that hole. And, hey, he didn't hit another time. These backs are doing an excellent job. When they see daylight, they put that foot in the ground and they go to it. And that's been getting them great plays on that. And that touchdown there is exactly what he did there.
So it's 7:31 to play in the half. The Bulldogs now back in front, 13-7. Stefanson on for his 50th extra point attempt of the year. He's made 46 of them so far. Snap high, they get it down. Stefanson's extra point is blocked, and it is no good.
That could be important down the road.
So our score, it is Poland 13 at South Range 7, 7:31 to play in the half. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here to Spartan Stadium in Boardman, Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven at the iMedia One studios in Struthers. And you mentioned it, that missed extra point could loom large later in this game.
Yeah, it absolutely can. And, that you want to make everything in this type of game here with these two teams. This is like we said, we was waiting for this matchup. This was like an excellent matchup.
So it will be Jace Stefanson to kick the football away. A trio of returners deep at the 5-yard line for the Raiders. This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass at Hubbard. Give them a call at 330-534-3192. It's an onside kick by the Bulldogs. South Range recovered, but there's a flag at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I think they were offside. Yep.
So Dominguez able to get a hold of the football, but the penalty is going to wipe that out. And in a case like that, you only get really one try to catch them napping, and they'll be paying attention the rest of the game.
Yeah, they sure was. They did an excellent job of getting on it, but they were trying to get there in a hurry, and they were offsides. There's a couple players on that play that were offsides.
That's what I don't like about the new NFL rule, declaring when you're going to onside kick. It takes the surprise element completely out.
Yeah, it's not a surprise anymore when you're going to do that.
So the returners all move up 5 yards, and Stefanson will now approach the football at the 35-yard line. This one he will kick away into the rain, high and deep from the 10, across the 15, 20, 25, 30, and down to about the 32-yard line. That was Toy back there to return the kick for the Raiders. And when you're in the regional final, everyone plays everywhere.
Everywhere. And that's something. That's your quarterback back there taking the kickoff.
Well, we saw Kamara back returning punts for Poland, so it has become one of those things where you put your best athletes on the field.
Yeah, that's it.
So 1st and 10 for Toy and the Raiders from their 31-yard line. Poland 13, South Range 7, 7:27 to play in the first half. Two receivers to the left, one to the right side. Toy's going to take the snap. He will run with the football, spin off of a tackle, and get down to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of just 2. It is 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, good defensive play there by the linebacker. Didn't stay home. Was able to make that tackle. Or that could have been a big gain if he would have took that play fake.
So 2nd down and 8 from the 33-yard line. Rain continues to fall. The umbrellas are up in the stands down below us. Combs going to go in motion. He'll get the football. Dominguez will lead the way. He'll turn the corner and have the first down to the 44-yard line. Nice run by Troy Combs for the Raider, first down.
Yeah, when he's seen the opening, these guys, I'm telling you, they're taking off full speed to get where they need to get to.
Ursuline up big, 27-0 in the second quarter. The Irish on a mission since we saw them lose in week 1.
Yeah, that's right. They've been on a mission ever since.
So 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Toy takes the snap. He'll drop to throw. Steps up in the face of pressure. Fires downfield. Pass is going to be caught. Walking down the sidelines, that looked like, is that Heath Krause, the tight end, out there to make the catch, and he was all alone.
All alone. I mean, he delayed on the line, came off the line, and no one at all picked him up. And that's shocking. If that ball could have been right on target, That might have been into the end zone.
Kraus with his 11th reception of the season. Combs goes in motion now from left to right. They'll get the handoff, and he's going to get across the 35 and down near the 33-yard line. Raiders getting a good gain once again on first down.
Yeah, that looked like it had nothing as he came in there. It looked like they spread it out great, but he was able to plow through there and pick up some valuable yardage.
Gain of 6, second down and 4. Dominguez gets the handoff. Flag will come out, and Dominguez down to the 30-yard line will be about a yard shy, but we'll have to sort out the penalty.
Yeah, I think it's a legal procedure, the way that looked. Something just looked odd. Legal shift.
And that's the initial indication, a legal shift. And, of course, these are the best of the best officials in the state working these regional finals. And it's a sideline warning on Poland. But an illegal shift on South Range. So one flag produced 2 penalties?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was just the signal given by Anthony Montana. So they put the ball back.
So they back the ball up, and it is second down and 9.
Second down and 9.
5:50 to play here in this game, this first half of action. And that is spinning forward close to a South Range first down, is trying to go between the scoreboard and the field at opposite ends.
Yeah.
So it is third down and 1 for the Raiders with the ball at the 30-yard line.
Nice patience by Toy with the football. He's waiting until the last minute to go ahead and take that ball out the belly and get as much as he possibly could.
Down to 5 minutes to play in the half. 13-7, Poland leading South Range. Toy's going to keep it. Toy's going to follow the center, and he'll plow ahead for the first down to the 26-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Raiders.
And I think that right now, as far as the weather's concerned, is a lot better. There's hardly no rain coming down at all now. Very, very light.
Poland with all 3 timeouts remaining. South Range with a pair. Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right side. Dominguez is the tailback. Dominguez will get the handoff, and Dominguez going to lower the shoulder, and he'll push down to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of almost 6 yards for Dominguez on first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of first down you want to have, get in front of the sticks instead of being behind them. And now you just open up your playbook even more when you're able to do that.
Second and 5 from the Poland 21-yard line. Poland 13, South Range 7, 4 minutes to play. Toy's going to keep the football. Toy inside the 15 and will twist his way down to the 10-yard line with a flag on the play.
Yeah, that was Dominguez on the play, but I don't know what happened to the flag. I thought I seen.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Give you an update here in just a minute.
Okay. That wasn't good.
Face mask on the Raiders.
So that is a offensive face mask on the Raiders.
And that's something you don't see called all the time, Mark. But that lets you know these are some of your better officials. They've been able to pick that one out of there and see something of that nature.
Liberty Center pulling away from Milan Edison, now leading 21-6 in the first half of that game.
Took the Poland defender for a little ride. Round on that play.
So the penalty will back the football up. They're going to adjust the spot now and mark off the penalty.
Yeah, he took it back more.
So that's all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah. That hurts you. Now you're behind the sticks. We're just talking about. You want to be in front of them. You're behind it now with a second and about 12 yards.
Second and 12. Ball resting on the Poland 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. The wing is to the left side. Going to give it to Dominguez. Got a block from Kraus. Tried to bounce outside. And he's going to be down near the 20-yard line. So it give him a gain of 8.
He got a little bit more than half of that back there, so it makes this a little bit more reasonable on third down.
So third down, long 5 coming up for the Raiders. We approach 3 minutes to play in the half. Poland 13, South Range 7. 2 receivers go to the right side. Dominguez to the left of Toy. Dominguez going to get the football, running to the wide side. He's going to be tripped up and brought down and shy of the first down marker. This is going to bring up fourth down in a decision time for Coach Rock.
Great play by Vinny DeFaro, the defensive end, as he just sprung that out and then exploded to the running back and made that tackle.
So we have seen Luke Starkey 7 of 9 on field goals this year. But it looks like, Dave, the offense is going to stay out there as we are under 2.5 minutes to play.
I think we're going to get a timeout.
Here comes Toy to the sidelines. Raiders will use their second of 3 timeouts. 2:22 to play in the first half. Poland 13, South Range 7 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. They have gone to halftime at Millbury Lake High School Community Stadium with Liberty Center leading Milan Edison 21-6. The winner of that game meets the winner of this game next week at a site to be determined. It is 4th down and 2. The Raiders will leave the offense out there. 2 receivers to the left. Dominguez to the left of Toy. Toy going to try and work that way. Toy looking for the first down marker. He's not close.
No.
The Bulldog defense there to make the stop. Turn the Raiders away on 4th down. And Poland's going to get the football back.
I am kind of surprised they even ran that type of play. I mean, you had about 4 to 5 yards in that play, Mark. And I think you just spread them out more and try to do something a little different than that.
Dominguez was a lead blocker, kind of bounced wide. Toy cut it up a little closer to the hash mark and had no running room whatsoever.
And, you know, and like you just mentioned before we went to break there, Starkey has been excellent with field goals. I mean, these things are a premium. I think you got to get the points on the board.
Bulldogs with the football from their line of scrimmage. And they are going to run it on 1st down.
It looks like he may have lost something.
And that is going to be a loss all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Is this lead on the carry for the Bulldogs?
That is a loss of about 3.
Brought down by number 55.
Yeah, I think that's just tough there. I mean, I think you get the points and try to put them on the board. And then you're near the halftime. You try to stop them, and because Poland gets the ball in the second half. So you want to get all the points you possibly can. They're premium in this type. This is it. This is win or go home.
2nd down and 13, and David Zipolitis is your quarterback. He is going to pitch the ball forward. Looking for, I believe that was Oliver McCulley who made that catch.
Well, that one, if I was a coach, that would make me shake in my shoes there. That one was thrown there and pitched in traffic.
McCulley going to gain 4 and grab his 17th catch of the year. And this brings up a 3rd down and 8. We have 65 seconds to play here into the first half. Again, Liberty Center on top at halftime in the other half of this bracket against Milan Edison, 21-6.
15-point lead in the first half, and
Timeout Bulldogs.
That play clock's going to run down to 1 second. Bulldogs will take a timeout. This head coach, Tom Pavlansky, facing a 3rd down and 8. This deep into your own territory, you don't anticipate Poland putting the ball in the air.
Yeah, you would think not. You just actually want to just try to get out of here and get out of this half if you can. Doing that will be a dangerous move there.
Bulldogs knowing they will get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. Coming up at halftime, my conversation with President's Athletic Conference Commissioner Joanne Derko from a couple of days ago, talking about the tremendous season for the PAC in football. Dave, 3 teams making it to the Division III football tournament. 1 more playing in the Open Doors Bowl at the Hall of Fame in Canton at 6 o'clock on Saturday.
Boy, that's great for that conference there to have that many representatives from the conference.
So it is a full house backfield, quarterback under center. Man will go in motion. That's Angelilli. They will hand the ball off. This is going to be a 1st down and a whole lot more upfield across midfield. Down to the 40, 35, 30, and pulled down at the 25-yard line. That is Panos Zipolidis, the junior, with a big run. And the Bulldogs out of the shadow of their own end zone with 34 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, I mean, that one was a shocker there. And that's something you want to get out of this half. No mistakes. You get a big play, now you can score.
55 yards on the run for Panos Zipolidis. And the Bulldogs looked like they just decided to spike the football.
Yeah, it was trying to, and I'm kind of surprised they got 2 timeouts. Anyway.
And Chains having trouble catching up. Now we're all caught up.
Yeah, that was a shocker there. I mean, that was a big gaping hole in the Raiders' defense, and they took advantage of that one.
Referee walking up to the line of scrimmage, making sure everyone is positioned properly. We've got 28 seconds to go here in the half.
2nd down and 10 Bulldogs from the Raider 25.
2nd and 10 for Poland from the South Range 25-yard line. Kamara, the quarterback, drops to throw, fires a quick out, incomplete. Skipped short of his intended target, Joey Verone. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs from the South Range 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to get a little closer, even if they want to try a field goal. But they may try to get as much as possible and try to get into that end zone. They still got 2 timeouts remaining.
Stefanson, 7 of 9 in field goals this year, a long of 39. Kamara takes the snap. Pressured. Fired the pass outside, and it was batted away and incomplete. Gavin Nagy on the defensive side knocks the football away and brings up a 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Great call offensively there. And that was open for some big yardage, but Gavin Nagy got that hand in there and was able to deflect the ball away on that screen because it was open up, and that could have been something.
So let's see. The ball's at the 25. This is going to be
a 42-yarder.
But now Poland's going to take a timeout with 21 seconds to go. We remind you, listening to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. The Cobras are in pursuit of a PAFL championship. And if you are looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football, just like Dave and I are.
Yeah, it'll come before we know it. Like you said, we in these press box right now. Feels great, comfortable, and then we'll be fighting bees before we know it.
Now that's the fun part of summer football. PAFL is going to be exciting this summer.
Yeah, I mean what they done did with that league and expanding, and man, that's going to be something. We're going to see some good talent there, and we have seen some. It's the best league to see some of the most things you probably never seen in football. If you want to see some new things, you will see that in that league.
So this would be a 42-yard field goal and a season high for Stefanson.
Yeah.
The holder goes down at the 32. So again, 42-yard attempts. Stefansen's long of the year is 39.
Right on the cusp of his range.
The senior kicker. Snap good, hold good. The kick twisting towards the uprights. And that kick is good. Stefansen from 42 extends the Bulldog lead with 14 seconds to go in the half.
Hey, great play there. Get some points on the board. That's the same thing now we just switched what I was saying with South Range. You're in that area, you get some points on the board. That's what you need to do. And the Bulldogs did exactly that. They went out and had confidence in him making that kick, and he definitely did.
That drive, 7 plays, 57 yards, just about a minute and a half off the clock, capped off by the Chase Stefansen 42-yard field goal, the longest of his senior season.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's excited about that. And he got it over there pretty good. Nice kick there, calm, great hold, and got that ball up and out there.
So now Poland with a 16-7 lead, and they will get the football, Dave, to begin tonight's third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, you get the ball in the second half with a 9-point lead, and really everything is in your favor. You got control now, and you can try to keep that under control as the second half begins.
So Stefansen will now kick the football back to the Raiders with just 14 seconds to go in the half. Looks like back deep for the Raiders. It's Toy, Nagy, and Smesko for the Raiders. So Stefansen with the football teed up at the 40-yard line. Kicked the ball right down the middle of the field on the ground as last time. This time he's going to pop it up high and short, and that's going to go out of bounds at the 32. And the penalty flag will come out. And no time comes off the clock. So they will ask Coach Rock what they would like to do. And from this position on the field, maybe a run here or even a knee to head to the locker room.
Yeah, you could do that unless you want to try to pick up something and you still got a timeout left. It's in your pocket. So can you pick up 15 yards and call a timeout and then have you the Hail Mary, as we say, and put it down there somewhere and maybe can tip it to somebody and try to get that score.
The ball resting at the 40 after the kick went out of bounds. Two receivers go to the right, wing to the left side. That is Troy Combs. It's Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. They're just going to give the ball to Dominguez, and Dominguez is going to get down to about the 44-yard line. And that is going to be our final snap here of the first half. At the break, it is Poland 16, South Range 7. When we come back, we'll hear my interview with PAC Commissioner Joanne Derko. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. We'll be right back.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime of Poland and South Range continues, and we are joined by the Commissioner of the President's Athletic Conference, Joe Anderko. And Joe, what a season for the PAC and football, and it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not. Mark, first of all, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's been an exciting season. It's been an historic season in a lot of ways. So, and as you said, it's not done yet. We're really excited with where we're at and where we're going.
You look at this year with 3 teams tying for first, of course, W&J getting the automatic bid, and Carnegie Mellon and Grove City getting at-large berths. That really does show well for the conference this year.
Well, yeah, it's been kind of building towards this for a while. I think we've known that we could play at this level. I think really the rest of the country found out last season in a number of ways. We swept all our ECAC bowl games, and clearly the run that Grove City went on after winning our championship, going on the road to Susquehanna, winning and beating an unbeaten team there, and then taking on the team in Cortland that would become the eventual national champions, and essentially losing to them at the very end on the final play of the game. I think notice was kind of served that, you know, the top teams in the PAC in our league can play with the top teams around the country. That might not have been the case at one point, but it is certainly the case now. And you know, and you know this from covering the games. It's not just Grove City. I mean, we've got 3, 4, 5 teams that are all capable of playing at an extremely high level. And like I said, I think everybody sees that now pretty clearly.
You throw in the ECAC bowl games and the new Open Doors Bowl series at the Hall of Fame in Canton. So there's a lot of opportunity for PAC football teams to play in the postseason.
Yeah, so there's 3 teams in the NCAAs: Grove City, Washington and Jefferson, Carnegie Mellon. They all, and not only do they all make it, Mark, but all 3 get a bye in the first week, so which is impressive as well. But then you mentioned the Open Doors Bowl series. So this is something new that we are sponsoring with 3 other Division III conferences. The PAC is going to be represented by Westminster, who is our 4th place team, but our highest ranked team that did not make the NCAA playoffs. And so they're going to be playing the OAC's top representative, which is Marietta, this Saturday at 6 p.m. at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. So that's this is something new for us. We're excited about it. We think it's going to be a great student-athlete experience and a great playing environment at the Hall of Fame. We've got some nice activities planned for Friday night beforehand. And, you know, and I didn't even mention Case Western Reserve, which I think you would agree is a great football team who finished 6-4 and just outside of the playoffs. So, yeah, I think it's safe to say that the quality of play has never been higher, and therefore the opportunities have never been better for us.
And once the regular season wraps up, changes are coming to the conference. One team stepping away, but a new team coming to the PAC next football season.
Yeah, a new old team in a way. Yes, Carnegie Mellon moving on to another league as a football affiliate member. CMU's with us just for football. Case Western Reserve is staying in the PAC, which we're very happy about. But yeah, we're welcoming back a former PAC member, Hiram College, right up the road from Youngstown. The Terriers will be bringing their entire athletic department into the PAC in the 25-26 academic year, and so they'll be playing football and everything else with us starting next year. Hiram was a member of the PAC back in the 70s and 80s for close to 20 years, and kind of like Allegheny coming home, Hiram's decided to do the same thing, and we're really excited to have them next year.
Not only with the changes of schools
titles, but the changes of scheduling as well, with the opportunity, unlike in the last few years, to play some non-conference opponents.
That's correct. Football is going to move to an unbalanced schedule. We had a similar schedule back in 2022 where basically you're going to play 8 of the 10 possible conference opponents. And then, we've got tiebreakers if you end up tied with somebody you did not play in the regular season. I think this is the reality for any conference that gets as large as we are, and we're going to be 12 full members next year. That's just, the necessity of, not being able to play everybody. You have to figure out an unbalanced schedule. So, yeah, that's going to be different. And that means 2 non-conference games at the start of the year for everybody. And we're excited about that. I know Grove City's got a couple heavyweights lined up. I'm not sure if that's public or not, but they're going to have some really tough ones. Interestingly enough, I heard from Westminster, they're playing Marietta in this Open Doors Bowl Saturday. They had already contracted to open next season with Marietta coming to New Wilmington. So in a way, this bowl is kind of like a preview of the start of the 2025 season for them. So yeah, they'll bring some different matchups and some fresh blood and some new opportunities for our teams next year.
And it's been an exciting year, a lot of changes, a lot of new things to learn. And it's one of those where I always like to ask you, what the future holds for the PAC. There's obviously changes coming in 2025, but looking down the road.
Well, there's one thing we know in college athletics right now is that the only certain thing is change. I think you have to take a look at what's going on in Division I and see that that's the case. Are we immune from it? Of course not. There's a little bit of trickle down from the craziness going on at the upper levels, but does it affect us somewhat in Division II and Division III? A little bit. NIL has changed the game, the name, image, likeness. We're impacted by that to a certain degree. Yes, my guess is there will be changes. I'm hesitant to say what all they will be at this point, but we're fortunate, Mark. We've got great presidential leadership. We have fantastic ADs and coaches, and we have a group that really has a vision to make this conference one of the elite Division III conferences in the country. And we're going to continue to do everything, including look at new opportunities to help secure that goal.
Joe, we appreciate your time as always. You do a fantastic job spearheading the conference, and we appreciate a few minutes of your time today.
Always enjoy talking to you, Mark. Thank you.
Back here at Spartan Stadium at the half, it is Poland on top of South Range 16-7. And on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Dave, how about this for a regional final? Halftime, Ursuline 41, Gilmore Academy 0.
Well, as you said earlier, they're on a mission. And usually you don't see that at this level of the playoffs. When you come to the regional final, usually it's a great matchup. They are out on some other type of mission here, 41-0.
After we saw them lose to Walsh Jesuit late at YSU in week 1, and they have been rolling ever since then.
Ever since then. I mean, they're out on it, definitely on a mission.
You hear the Poland Bulldog Marching Band in the background. Poland up 16-7 on South Range at the break. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll look at first half scoring and first half stats. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio 2 and a Sports Radio 1240. We'll be right back.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Malutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8500. 832. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime here at Spartan Stadium in Boardman. You now hear the South Range Raider marching band in the background, pulling with a 16-7 lead. Numbers in the first half, no turnovers, unofficially 7 penalties on the Raiders, 3 on the Bulldogs. Poland got scoring going at the 8:18 mark of the first quarter. Vito Kamara, the junior quarterback, broke free and was able to get upfield 65 yards for a touchdown. Stefansson's extra point gave Poland the early 7-0 lead. 1:59 to go in that first quarter. Tristan Toy found the end zone rushing for the 23rd time. The extra point by Starkey tied us up at 7. Then with 7:31 to go in the half, Ricky Madeline's 12-yard touchdown run. The PAT by Stefansson was blocked. It was 13-6 in favor of Poland. And then Stefansson added a 42-yard field goal with just 14 seconds to go in the half. His season-long 16-7 in favor of Poland here at the half. And a strong finish to the half for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very impressed with them also because every time South Range came at them, they came right back with something and hasn't faltered under any type of pressure at all. And they have played a very good first half, and hopefully, I'm sure they want to come out and duplicate what they was able to do in the first half.
Unofficial first half numbers. First for the Bulldogs, Vito Kamara, 2 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. Pano Zipolidis, 2 for 55. Ricky Madeline, 1 for 13 and a touchdown. Angelo Angelilli has 2 carries for 2 yards. Chase Jones, 1 for 1. David Zipolidis, 2 for -4. Throwing the football for the Bulldogs, Vito Kamara, 1 of 3 for 8 yards. David Zipolidis, 1 of 1 for 5 yards. Joey Barone and Oliver McCulley each with a catch in the first half. For South Range, running the football at the break, Aiden Dominguez, 16 carries already, Dave, for 73 yards.
Yeah, and that's something. That's a little over 4.5 yards carry. And that's showing you they really got him bottled up so far.
Tristan Toy, 11 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. Troy Combs, 4 for 29. Dylan Smesko had a 1 carry for no yards. Toy throwing the football, 3 of 4 for 33 yards. Leading receiver Heath Krause, 1 for 16. Tommy Titus, 1 for 10. Gavin Nagy, 1 for 7. Poland's going to get the football, and they lead this 16-7 to begin the third quarter. And it's going to be for South Range to get back in this one. They need to get a stop and get the football back.
Yeah, they absolutely. They got to come out on defense and be able to stop them immediately and change that momentum and get something going on the offensive side of the football. But I tell you, right now, the way Poland's played, they have not, they're almost that bend but will not break type of defense, and they're playing excellent ball so far. So South Range got their work cut out.
Halftime, Poland 16, South Range 7. We'll take another break. The halftime show will continue here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240 right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime from Spartan Stadium in Boardman. It's the Division 5 Region 17 final. Poland 16 and South Range 7 here at the break. The winner moves on to the state Final Four. And in that game, Dave, this winner matches up with Milan Edison and Liberty Center. Both teams came into play 13-0. But it is all Liberty Center, 21-6 at the half.
Yeah, that's a commanding lead at the half. And right now we've got to see if the can make some type of run and get back into that football game.
The other half of that bracket is Region 19's championship between Ironton and Wheelersburg. The interesting thing to note about Wheelersburg, they are a 14 seed who's now 9-4, finishing the regular season at 6-4. So they're playing powerhouse Ironton in the Division 5 Region 19 semifinal. And they will meet then the winner of the Region 20 semifinal between West Liberty Salem and Lewistown Indian Lake, 12-1 and 11-2. But something to be said to be a 14 seed and playing in the regional final.
Yeah, absolutely. That lets you know. Teams do that, though. They start out slow and then get better as the season go on. And then they hit their stride right at playoff time, and they can surprise some teams. And I'm sure that's what has happened.
You know, we mentioned the fact that Ursuline was up on Gates Mills Gilmore Academy 41-0 at the half. They will then meet the winner of Region 10. That is Toledo Central Catholic, Division 3 powerhouse, and 7th seed Parma Padua Franciscan, who's 8-5.
There's another team that you just wouldn't see. You think you wouldn't see it at this time, but they're there, and that lets you know they're playing well at the end of the season.
The other half of that bracket is Region 11 champion versus the Region 12 champion. Region 12 is Bellbrook, who's 12-1, against London, who is 13-0. But what might be the game of the night in the state tonight, Region 11 final, Columbus Bishop Watterson, 13-0, Steubenville Big Red, 12-0, meeting tonight.
Oh, man, that should be something. Yeah, definitely. I'm sure that's a packed house.
That game is being played at Philadelphia's High School's Quaker Stadium, and I have been there for many playoff games, and it is one of the premier facilities, and might I say, one of the premier hospitality rooms in all of high school football in the state of Ohio.
Yeah, it must be. You still remember that. It's in your memory, so I'm sure it's excellent.
So we just have a few minutes before the second half begins. We'll take our final break, come back and get ready to begin the third quarter here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Without your
getting ready to begin the third quarter here tonight from Spartan Stadium in Boardman, Poland, with a 16-7 lead on South Range. Liberty Center continuing to pull away from Milan Edison, now leading 28-6 in the third quarter. And you look at those two teams at 13-0, and you thought that was going to be a better ball game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just by looking at the records, but one team this may be much more prepared at this time of the year than the other one, and is ready to play. It's hard to see a team not be ready to play at this time, but that does happen at times.
So Poland's going to get the football to begin tonight's third quarter here from Spartan Stadium, where there's still a few umbrellas up. If it's raining at all, it's just very light mist. It was a pretty hard rain when we got here about an hour and a half before kickoff.
Yes, sir.
But with Poland getting the ball first, you would anticipate them trying to establish the run game to work some clock.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to work the clock, and you definitely want to be able to move the football, because that ally is the clock, And something for South Range, they have to come out and absolutely make something happen. Not on offense, but on defense. If they can get a turnover, 3 and out, they have to do that right away to establish something and get that momentum back in their favor.
So for the South Range Raiders, it will be Jason Vorchak ready to kick the football away. We're ready to begin tonight's third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. They are looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Federal's Facebook or call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. Short kick fielded inside the 20 and brought back to the 25-yard line before being driven back on the return for the Bulldogs. That is Yanni Hazamahalis on the return, and I have been told by my sources he's a cousin of the Hazamahalis that plays for the Hubbard Eagles.
Yeah, and it probably is, and I know it was a couple years ago. We had one that was at Camel High School, so I'm thinking that they're all related.
My source is in that broadcast booth to our right. That, of course, is the broadcast on AM 600 with Jim Craven and a coach, Bob Gessler. And it's going to be a run on a first down. That is Zipolidis on the run. Pano Zipolidis across the 30 and down to the 31-yard line. He'll pick up a quick 6. It's 2nd down and 4.
Great delay on the run play. Is you could see the penetration by South Range, but Poland allowed their aggressiveness on South Range to really be an asset for them because they ran right past the running back. And he was able to pick up about 6 yards on that play.
2nd down and a long 3 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the right and a wing to the left. Quarterback claps, takes the snap. That is David Zipolidis on the run. Turns the corner, first down across the 40. And he's going to dive out of bounds. And they're going to spot him at about the 43-yard line. And David Zipolidis, just another 9th grader. He can go too.
Yes, he can. Get out there, and he shows a lot of speed. Get out there on the edge.
So first down for the Bulldogs on this opening possession of tonight's 3rd quarter. Bulldogs left to right here at Spartan Stadium. Bulldogs break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Eye in the backfield, single receiver. That's going to be a stretch handoff to the tailback across the 50, 45, 40, 35, and down near the 33-yard line is Chase Jones with a big run for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tell you, he had a lot of room to run. And decisive move, as we've been saying, these running backs on both sides, but especially Poland, they make a decision to cut. They put that foot in the ground, and they're gone. And they're picking up big plays and big chunks every time.
Jones gets 25. Spot the football at the South Range 32-yard line. Single receiver, that's Maseko to the left. Eye in the backfield. Zipolidis under center. That's David Zipolidis. Turns, gives it to the up man this time. That is Pano Zipolidis, and he's going to be stood up after a short gain. It is 2nd down for the Bulldogs.
Good defense there. They were able to penetrate and get there, but I still see where those opportunities for Poland to break a run, Mark, is there. They allowing them to just use their aggressiveness against itself. So you can see it. I hate to say that, but I can see another run breaking off here. If I can continue to see how they're going upfield and not under control when they come upfield.
10 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. It is Poland 16, South Range 7. Play clock down to 5 as they break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side, and Poland's going to need a timeout. Play clock was winding down. 9:47 to play in the 3rd. Poland 16, South Range 7. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2. And Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout by the Bulldogs. They've got 2 remaining. It is 2nd down and 10. Pino Kamara now at the quarterback spot. Kamara's going to keep the football, dance in the hole, gets across the 30, 25, and down near the 24-yard line. He's going to be a couple yards shy of a first down, bring up a 3rd down and call it 2.
And that play there, I just focused. I didn't even get to really watch the running back. I wanted to see the line and their get off. And the offensive line just crushed South Range just then. I mean, they're controlling that, and that is big and key.
Now you look at those big guys up front. Jonathan Tanya, just a sophomore, helping lead the way on that offensive line. Zippolitas gives the ball to Kamara, and Kamara's pass is going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 2. And if you're going to run a gadget play on 3rd down and 2, you're going for it on 4th.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like his decision making there because he really wanted to go downfield. It was covered. He tried to see if he can get uncovered. He didn't. And then he just did something really, just throw the ball low, live for another day, and that's exactly what happened there.
So full house backfield with Vito Kamara under center. It's 4th down and 2. They'll check with the sidelines. Play clock now down to 5 seconds. And a flag will fly.
That might be a sideline warning.
That is a sideline warning on a South Range. Side judge looked back upfield had he needed to run back upfield and threw that flag.
And I think we had a sideline warning on both sides each time. So the next one will be a penalty for either team.
So play clock resets to 25. Bulldogs break the huddle at 20 and come to the line. No receivers in the formation. Everyone in tight. Vito Kamara under center. Full house backfield. And he's going to turn and give the football to his tailback, Angelilli.
He got it.
And he'll have the 1st down to the 21-yard line.
If he didn't get tripped up there, he might have been into the end zone.
So they're looking at this spot. I'm not sure. Initially, it looked like a 1st down, clearly.
Yeah, I actually thought it was.
But they may have to bring the chains out for this. And that is not something we see all that often anymore, Dave.
No, for sure. Usually they let they call it a 1st down, but that one, I guess it's close. I still thought it definitely was a 1st down.
Want to say hello to my other partner this year, the other Mark Means, tuned in. Just texted me to say he was listening and enjoying the broadcast. So thanks for that. And the chains coming across the field, and I thought this was a 1st down for the Bulldogs, but we'll
see now.
Stretch things out. And it is a 1st down for the Poland Bulldogs, and this drive will continue as we're under 9 minutes to play in this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals semi-pro football team.
I was really surprised they called it. I mean, because it definitely looked he had more than enough to get there.
Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. We'll wind the play clock. Again, under center, Vito Kamara. Full house in the backfield. Kamara's going to follow all 3 of those blockers, turn upfield inside the 15-yard line. And he's going to get right down near the 15-yard line.
Blocking was excellent there because it looked like nothing. They may have been stringing it out, but he was getting excellent blocking up inside. And once he seen just a little crease, he cut it on up and was able to pick up a nice gain. And now he's 2nd and 3?
2nd and 3. 8:20 to play in this 3rd quarter, and a flag comes in, and
it's against South Range. Might be a late substitution.
5 yards for the Raiders.
So that'll be an easy 5 yards for Poland. South Range going to give them unofficially their 8th penalty of this game, and a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. That is Pano Zippolitas just plowing into the pile.
Might have got a hold up in there. That flag just came in there a little late.
Penalty flag starting to pile up. And now this one's going to go on to the Bulldogs. So the referees give, and then they take away.
Absolutely. South Range is fortunate to get that there because that offensive line, again, was getting the push they needed. And they're opening up some gaping holes.
Liberty Center now with a huge lead in their game against Milan Edison. It is now 34-6, Liberty Center.
And complete control of that football game.
Kamara under center, sends a man in motion. He gives it to Pano Zipolidis, and he got stood up at the 20-yard line after about a half-yard gain. It's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, that was an excellent defense on that play.
No gain on the play brings up second down.
Excuse me, it is second down. Second down from the 20-yard line. Down to 7 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in this third quarter.
Second down.
Play clock down under 15 seconds. Bulldogs still in the huddle as David Zipolidis sprints in with the play call. Play clock down to 3 seconds. Zipolidis going to take the snap, quarterback draw, and the Raiders right there to knock him down as he crosses the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and a goal for the Bulldogs.
I tell you, this drive here is something that Poland wants to see, as they have now almost got close to taking the entire half of this third quarter. And when you can control the ball like that, that is definitely in their favor.
Single receiver to the left, 2 to the right side. It is third down and long. Kamara to throw, rolling outside, being pressured. He's going to be sacked back near the 25-yard line. And the clock will wind as they brought him down inbounds. It's going to be fourth and goal from the 26-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tell you, he got a pursuit out there, and Starkey got out there quickly. And Kamara's not a guy that you can just hog down. He got some excellent speed, but he was able to run him down and get that tackle on. Man, hey.
Spot this ball at the 33. Make this a 43-yard attempt for Stefanson. He's already hit from 42 yards. Play clock was down to 1, and the kick is off to the right and no good. And I'm not sure if they even got the play off before they got the play off, but it looked like the clock had expired before they snapped the ball.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mark, and they did not call it.
So that is a big stop for the South Range faithful. Although it took more than half of this third quarter, the Raiders will now have the football back.
And this is something now that they got to speed up that offense as they did in their initial drive when they scored, is they were rapid fire, and they got to get into that mode now.
And they were in and out of the huddle in about 4 seconds when they were at full speed in the first half.
And they're going to have to do that. They got to get that type of momentum going once again.
2 to the right, wing to the left. Dominguez, the tailback with Toy on first down. Dominguez going to get the football. And Dominguez pushing the pile down to about the 24-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It is second down and 6 for the Raiders. We have not seen the South Range Raiders really put the ball up a whole lot here in this game, but now down 16-7. Might have to spread the football out a little bit more. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Toy takes the snap, fakes the Dominguez, fires downfield. Combs made the catch behind the line, and he got spun down in the backfield, coming up there to make the stop for the Bulldogs. And it's number 7, Peyton Miller, the junior defensive back, read that well and made the play in the backfield.
He did an excellent job reading that play, and the whole defense was on it. And it was a slow developing offensive play that took time to get that ball out there in the flat, and he was able to react to it and make that tackle and caused a loss of yardage now.
So it is third down and a long coming up here for the Raiders. Call it third down and a 7. Toy back to throw. Has time. Going to take a shot. Has a man downfield. That's a fight for the football. And that is intercepted. They battle for the football. It's
There
the
it is.
intended receiver was
Kamara.
Gavin Nagy, but Vito Kamara came out of there with the football, and that is our first turnover of the night.
And I'm going to tell you, talking about having an excellent football game. Kamara's having an excellent one, offensively and defensively. And he's a guy that you really can't get behind. It looked like Nagy had him, but he was able to react to the football and get there and make that interception.
So there is a Bulldog player down on the sidelines, closer to their bench. So they will bring both teams to their respective sidelines with 4:02 to play here in the third quarter. And you said it looked like Gavin Nagy was open, but Kamara able to recover and make the play.
And, sometimes, I don't know if they teach them at the high school level all the time. I know when I coach, I try to teach defensive back, there's a trail position. And when you're playing, it looks like you are beat, but you have an angle. And if you have the type of speed that you need, you can get right back into play. And that's what Kamara did right there.
We've seen Kamara show that speed here tonight.
Speed. He's got speed, so he can run that trail type of thing and get right back into play, and that's what he did.
I mean, you look at this team, and a lot of the skill players, they are underclassmen for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, they'll have more to say as the years go with these underclassmen there, because these guys can absolutely flat out play.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their 39-yard line. Quarterback under center. That is David Zipolidis, who hands off to the running back who got dropped in the backfield, and multiple flags came flying.
It was a holding. Boy, that was one of the best passes I've seen tonight by that referee. That flag came from deep in the backfield.
That's probably our longest throw since week 1.
Yeah, that one came from way back.
And we know those guys got the arms
they
loosened up and ready to go. So holding on the Bulldogs, unofficially their 5th penalty of this game, and we are down under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Poland still holding a 16-7 lead. One receiver in the formation and a wing to the left with him. Man will now go in motion. Poland lining up strong side to the left. That's Kamara with the football, and Kamara's going to be twisted down at the 21-yard line. No blocking for him to try to turn the edge, and that is a big loss. And we'll bring up now a second and very long.
Boy. Yeah, Aiden Dominguez got back there on the defensive side of the ball that time, and he definitely got back in that backfield and made that play.
Loss of 5 on the play.
So a loss of 5 sets up a 2nd and 25. Ball on the 24-yard line. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Double wing to the right side, single receiver to the left. Kamara's going to keep the football, and Kamara's going to get just to the 25-yard line. He'll pick up 1. It is 3rd down and long, and the Raiders here are looking to try and flip some field position.
Yeah, they sure is. And that one you have to watch it is Poland pulled everyone to the right side. Kamara went back left, and all he had to do is break that one little wedge. And, man, he was off to the races. So South Range got to be careful, and they got to be sure on their tackling.
So 3rd down, 24 for the Bulldogs. Single wing to the right side, eye in the backfield, one receiver to the left. They will run it on 3rd down and long with Chase Jones. And Jones is going to be pulled down from behind right near the 30-yard line. But this will bring up a 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
Well, that's what they wanted to do, and see if they get this turnover and get the ball in excellent field position. Now, our guy, Gavin Nagy, has not made a big play yet, but this could be an important one. He cannot allow that ball to bounce. He needs to get up under it, neither a fair catch or try to return it.
So Stefanson will punt, rushes on. They just do get that kick away. Stefanson went down, no flag, and another great roll for Stefanson down to the 26-yard line.
Travels to the South Range 26-yard line.
So we'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. It is still Liberty Center now with a 34-6 lead. And looks like that they will be moving on to the Final Four in Division 5.
Yeah, I would say so, Mark, with that commanding lead. So I tell you, some of these teams just came out and really meant business and got it, as we've seen with them and also Ursuline. They try to get it over early and get ready for next week. They start resting some of their starters and have them ready and ready to go next week.
And that will not be happening here tonight with a 16-7 game. And they're just slightly adjusting the spot of the football before South Range begins this possession. Right to left here in the third quarter with 1:47 to play. Toy's going to keep the football. Toy's going to run it right up the middle across the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. And Toy was at a full head of steam right into the middle of the defense.
Yes, he was, Mark. I mean, a full sprint. And he was trying to pick something and break something on that play. And here they come. They're starting to speed it up.
Gain of 7 for Toy. Dominguez running towards the short side of the field. Dominguez on a second effort, still pushing the pile down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the chains for the Raiders with a first down.
Yeah, he was determined not to go down right away. He got that first down, and they can keep this drive alive.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 1:12 to play in the third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. Single receivers to each side and a wing to the left. Going to give the ball to Dominguez, picking his way through the defense of the Bulldogs down to the 46-yard line for a gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah. Looks like that might have been Smesko in there.
Yes, it was. So that was Smesko on the carry.
46-yard line.
A little change of pace back for the Raiders.
Yep. He's always ready to go.
2 receivers to the right. Wing to the left side. Toy's going to take the football, and Toy's going to be stood up and driven back at the 45-yard line. That is a loss of 1, and will bring up third down and a long 6 for the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know what he was reading there, because he gave it to his back and took it out of his belly. And I mean, he took a shot there. Wasn't able to get anything. Might have lost a little bit.
And that is going to do it for the third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team. For more information, check them out on Facebook. Just look for Mahoning Valley Federal's Developmental Football Team. After 3, Poland 16, South Range 7. The fourth quarter is next on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Third down and long. They give it to Dominguez, trying to bounce to the right side, turns the corner and just gets the first down. And this drive for the Raiders will continue. Going to go right back to the line. Give it to Dominguez again. Big hole up the middle. He'll work inside the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Little bounce in the step of the Raiders as we begin the fourth quarter.
Got an injury there on the field.
And one of the Raiders a little slow to get up.
Yeah, it looked like Chadbourne. Michael Chadbourne. He got lipping there. It looked like it might be an ankle or something, but he's up and on his own power and coming off the field.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out, or call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. And we've got movement up front, multiple flags, and this is going to go against South Range, Dave, for the illegal procedure.
And we done had a few of them by them tonight, and that's something we didn't see. Those are all mental mistakes.
Liberty Center moving on. They win tonight 34-6. They're on to the Division 5 Final Four. And while they are working on getting the clock adjusted, we can let you know the lineup for Lena's Pierogi House now through the 27th includes turkey and stuffing, cheddar, dill pickle, potato, and Hungarian pepper.
Yeah, you just like
yes,
that to me.
Yes, and yes, right down the line.
And we know firsthand what they're all about.
And we are planning on getting together at Lena's in the off-season to enjoy some of the best pierogies in the valley. Second down and long. They give it to Smesko. Smesko breaks through across the 30, 25, and spun out of bounds at the Poland 25-yard line. Dylan Smesko with a big run, and the Raiders want to go right back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the guy I always talk about. He's never moping or anything. He's ready to go when his number's called.
Dominguez now in the backfield. Dominguez going to get the handoff. This time he runs into a wall of Poland defenders and is stood up after a short gain of 2. Pano-Zipolidis and friends there on the stop. Dominguez, 21 carries for 104. He has been their leading carrier all season.
Yeah, tough yards he's been getting tonight.
Play clock at 20 seconds. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Smesko now in the backfield. Combs in motion. Toy's going to keep it. Had a little seam.
Yes, he did.
And he's able to push his way down to the 16-yard line. They filled that gap quickly, but he was able to get downfield for a nice gain.
Yeah, he definitely got through that. And it was just a little seam, as you said. But he spurred through there and was able to get a nice pickup.
That's what you love about the way Toy runs the football. He makes a decision quickly, and he sticks to it.
Yeah, he sticks to it, absolutely.
Third down, long 2 for the Raiders. 2 receivers to the right, Dominguez to the right. Combs now coming in motion from left to right. Toy's going to take the snap. They filled the gap, and I don't think he got there.
I don't think so. I didn't like that choice of plays there. They have been able to get to that offside in between guard and tackle. And I just think you still keep it that way instead of right up inside. I don't think he got too much of anything.
Lost a little bit on the play, and it looks like they're going to bring the special teams unit on now.
Yeah, this is the one where I said earlier in the first half is that's what they should have did in the first half and got points on the board. You just don't let points ride in these big games like this.
Jimmy Powell to hold. Luke Starkey, 7 of 9 in field goal attempts. This a 33-yard kick. High snap. They get it down, and Starkey's kick is going to be good. So 8 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Starkey hits from 33. And it is now Poland 16, South Range 10. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
So the Bulldogs cap off an 11-play drive that went 57 yards, and Starkey's field goal has cut this to a 6-point game. And now Vorshak will come on to kick the football away. And what are you doing here, Dave? You kicking it away?
Yeah, I think you go ahead and kick it away. It's tough. You just don't want to give them a short field at all. And if you got to just play tough defense, 3 and out. Got to get them.
Kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. That's Starkey actually on the kick. That ball off the returner, rolls back to the 10-yard line. Picked up right back to the 15, to the 20, and down near the 25-yard line. And luckily for the Bulldogs, able to fall on that loose football.
Yeah, and I tell you, that it's imperative now that the Raiders get out here and play defense, and a 3 and out is what they want.
Ursuline moving on to the Final Four. They beat Gilmore Academy 54-0.
Oh, my. I mean, we're talking a regional tournament game, 54-0. These guys are on a super mission.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their 25-yard line. Full house backfield. Kamara under center. Going to give it to Angelo Angelilli. And he's only going to get a little bit before he is going to be knocked down. Might have gained 1 on the carry. It's 2nd down and 9.
We know the Bulldogs are going to try to drain that clock as much as possible, you know. And I don't want to bring up that woulda, coulda, shoulda thing, but I still say points are a premium, and I just think they should have kicked that field goal in the first half and got those 3 points, and it makes a big difference in what the game would be now.
2nd down and at 9 for the Bulldogs. Again, full house backfield. And the old T formation.
Yes.
Play clock at 3, at 2. They just do get it off. Kamara going to give it to.
Or did he?
Maybe they didn't get it off.
They called something here.
And they blew this play down on a 2nd down and at 9.
You know what that call there, that stops the clock also. Well, maybe it won't stop the clock. We don't know what's going on.
Now, there was no penalty flag. I think they might have given the indication to reset the play clock.
Yeah, the problem with that is the regular clock was running also, and they didn't put anything back on it.
So 2nd down and at 9 for the Bulldogs. Kamara under center with that full house backfield. He'll hand it off to his running back, who'll be able to break free across the 40 and down to the 44-yard line. That's Ricky Madeline with a big run for the Bulldogs. They will keep this clock running. Once they spot the chains, we've got 7.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they can take this all the way down to almost 7 minutes, almost simultaneously, where it'll be 7 minutes left when that clock runs out. So no need to snap the ball too quickly.
Again, under center with that full house backfield, it's David Zipolidis, the freshman, walking up the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 9 seconds. They snap it with 7. They will run it again up the middle, 2 hands on the football. And hammering down to the 49-yard line. That's Ricky Madeline on the carry. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 4, Poland from their own 49-yard line.
Ball at the 49-yard line. Game clock at 6.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. And we'll give it on the quick handoff, does Zipolidis. And the Raiders there to stack it up at the 49-yard line. This is going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 to go for the Bulldogs. South Range saying they've got the football. One of the Raiders actually came out of there with the football. I think that's Dominguez, but they're going to say the runner was down. It's third down and about 1.5 yards for the Bulldogs.
Well, this is big, third down here. And so far, what I've seen with that Poland offensive line, they're getting too much of a push. And I'm not really sure if South Range will stop them from getting where they need to get to.
Under center again, full house backfield. They will give it to Madeline. He got right to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he got it, though.
And then pushed back. And
yeah, I think he got just enough for the first down.
Oh, yeah, it is right at the stick. They may measure this one once again. And the ball is at the 47-yard line. The stick was behind the 47-yard line.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think he's definitely okay. That offensive line got a great push.
They will stretch the sticks out, and it is easily a first down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was an important one there to get that clock back to running and staying in control. South Range will have to think about using some timeout soon. They got all three of them.
You're listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station. Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia 1 network. Together for our third season of high school football coverage as we pass 9 o'clock. Quarterback standing up, looking at the play clock, under 10 seconds. Now goes under center, sends Angelilli in motion. He will turn, give it on the little counter action that has stood up and pushed back right at the line of scrimmage by the South Range defense. No running room for Panos Zipolidis. It's going to be second down and 10.
Now, if they can get a good defensive stoppage on this next play, I think then you think about using one of your timeouts.
Second down and 10. Game clock under 5 minutes. South Range, as Dave said, with all three timeouts. Poland with a pair. Play clock at 15 as the Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Under center. That T formation turn. They give the ball to Angelilli, trying to sprint to the outside. And he gets across the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. This offensive line, they have really taken charge here tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that really kept them together. They've been able to run the ball very successfully. And now this particular series so far, South Range is doing a good job of trying to clog things up. But I tell you, overall, their offensive line has been excellent.
So third down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Receivers to each side, wing to the right side.
Oh, that'll do it.
A little bit of a counter run, and that is going to be a first down all the way across the 35. And it's a big run.
Big run there. And they had him too, Mark. They had him there dead to rights, as they say, maybe 4 yards short but not making that short tackle. He was able to break that one and get through it. And that first down there definitely hurt.
So Panos Zipolidis picks up the big first down, and the Bulldogs now at the South Range 33-yard line. First down and 10. Under center. Zipolidis, he will hand off to Angelilli. And Angelilli down to the 31, picks up 2 yards. It is second down and 8, and our game clock will now roll under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm. Here's the play for the South Range. They have to do something significant on this defensive play, and then you go to the timeout.
How do you balance trying to, reach in and grab and strip the football without trying to give up a big run?
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to wait for your partners. You can't do that on your own. You got to be 2, 3, 4 guys there to be able to do that.
David Zipolidis rolling out, looking
downfield.
He's going to run. He'll cut back across the 30. down to the 27-yard line, and a Bulldog a little slow to get up.
And you see how smart he was as he was heading towards the sideline. He thought about it. He said, let me just get down.
It's Grayson Schaefer, the sophomore, that was down.
It's to get that clock to continue to run, and now they had to use a timeout.
So South Range will call the timeout with 2:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. It gives us a chance to continue our conversation about balancing that, trying to, reach in and strip the football. But if you try and miss, you don't want to give up a big play.
Can't. You gotta wait until you bring basically a voyage of guys, maybe 2-3 guys, so you have two maybe holding, and the other one goes in and try to rip the ball free. But you have seen guys that try to do it just on their own, and sometimes that does work, but you're taking the chance of that person breaking that tackle.
It just reminds me of Peanut Tillman from the Bears, who was known for that for years.
I mean, he was great in doing that.
So off the timeout, it's 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. David Zipolidis is your quarterback. 3 running backs in the backfield, 3rd down and 5. Zipolidis running the clock down. He will hand the ball off to Angelilli, who got close to the first down marker, but there's a flag in the backfield at the 32-yard line. This is going to be holding on the Bulldogs.
They couldn't ask for anything better than that, to take them back 10 yards.
So if you're just with us on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, congratulations to the Ursuline Irish, a winner 54-0 this evening. They will move on to the D3 Final Four.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you, like you said, we've seen them twice this year and dominant.
Just like 2022, at this point where we sent 2 teams to the state championship, we've got 2 teams heading in that direction in the Final Four.
Yes, we do.
So the holding penalty brings up 3rd down and long, back to the 39-yard line. And Coach Rock on the sidelines. He was asking about the spot of the football. Seems to be satisfied with the information he got. And now South Range going to use another timeout. We will step aside as well. 2:22 to play in the ball game. Poland 16, South Range 10 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
South Range now down to 1 timeout in this fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House in Hubbard. It is 3rd down and 16 for the Bulldogs. Under center with the full backfield, David Zipolidis hands off to the ball carrier, who's across the 35 and down to the 34-yard line, and Coach Rock will ask for his final timeout. It'll be 4th down and 11 facing the Poland Bulldogs.
Well, I'm just wondering that just before we went to break there, and I guess in high school where they did have that holding penalty, I thought that the clock would stay stopped until the snap of the ball, but evidently Coach Rock must have talked to him and said, hey, the clock will go back in motion for him to be able to, he had to call that second time out, because I don't see any reason to call that otherwise. So they must have told him that the clock would run again, so he had to call it, and now he's out of timeout.
So South Range out of timeouts. Poland, Coach Pavlansky has a pair. 2:16 to play in this fourth quarter, and so you wonder, is a game like this going to live up to the hype? this one has done just that.
Yeah, it has. It's been an excellent football game. Tough nose. It's not no high scoring game. But see, I don't have to have a high scoring game. I like these. These here are tough, hard fought games. A lot of strategy that has to be done, and you get to enjoy these.
So Stefanson will punt the football away. Gavin Nagy's going to be the returner back deep inside the 5-yard line. Stefanson gets his foot on this one high off of his foot.
That's about.
It's going to go out of bounds. What about the 20?
Oh, I'm going to say in the 30s, maybe.
Oh, man, right at the 30-yard line. So South Range, no timeouts. 2:07 on the clock. Down by 6. Will have the football.
It's always an opportunity. All you need is to break one. And that could just be big. And, that's enough time. Because the clock does stop while they get those chains in order. So you do have an opportunity to stop the clock with spiking it. This is going to be interesting, Mark. This is the kind of football you want to see right here. Championship football. It's down to this series right here.
So South Range, left to right.
Do or die.
From the 30-yard line.
Do or die. I love it.
Toy will sprint into the huddle with the play call. Raiders break the huddle with 10 seconds to go. Going to be twin receivers to each side of the formation. Dominguez next to Toy on 1st and 10 from the 30. Toy, 2-step drop, quarterback draw. Going to run the football across the 35-40. Down to the 41-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Raiders.
Well, here it is. There you is. You got the clock stopped. Didn't use nothing. You can go here and just spike it. May not have to, though. May run this.
Toy takes the snap, looks to throw. Has time, goes to the sidelines. Tommy Titus makes the catch. And Tommy Titus going to go out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
I know this player here, Tommy Titus, is going to be an excellent football player for them. Just as a freshman, just to be smart, he could have ran and got some more yards. He said, no, I'm getting out of bounds and stopping the clock.
He is a smart football player. 2nd down and 6. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. It's Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Combs now goes in motion. Toy drops to throw. Sets the pass up. Nagy had it. He lost it. They'll say incomplete.
Yeah, definitely incomplete.
That was short incomplete as he tried to turn his way upfield. It's going to be now 3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Clock stop at 1:50 to go.
I'm going to tell you something. I got to give kudos to the Poland defensive coordinator and what they prepared for, because after the game we seen Gavin Nagy had last week, they had to see that film too and say, hey, we're going to take him out of the game. And they absolutely did that tonight.
2 receivers and a wing to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Play clock at 10. Toy to throw. Downfield, man wide open. Leaping catch across the 45. Down to the 43-yard line by Gavin Nagy.
Yeah, I guess because I said it, Mark. Yeah, I brung his name up, and there he makes a big play.
They'll move the chains. Toy going to give the ball to Dominguez, galloping across the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. A minute and a half to play in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. Toy to throw. Time. Fires downfield. Receiver made the catch for the first down. Tommy Titus with another grab.
That's a bad placement of the football right there.
It looked like he had the first down. Yeah. They're going to say 3rd and short.
And they are very slow spotting the ball. I would be super upset.
He got movement up front, and when the defensive front shifted, somebody moved for the Raiders up front.
Boy, that hurts you right there, but I would be so upset if I was Coach Rock when you see the officials can't get the football. The ball is all over the place.
3rd down now and 6. And Poland took a timeout before the snap of the football.
Probably a couple seconds they'll put it back on. Maybe. They may not put anything.
So Poland will use their 2nd timeout.
Well, You got 2 plays here, Mark. It's third down. They got to get the first down. Everybody got to remember that's the most important thing. They got to get the first down. So we know they got 2 plays to do so.
So 56 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. The winner to move on and play Liberty Center in the state Final Four next Friday night at a site to be determined. We had a rough weather first half, but all in all, it hasn't been too bad.
No, it hasn't.
I tell you one thing, it's been perfectly dry in the press box tonight.
And warm. It's been great.
2 receivers going to go to the right. Toy takes the snap, rolling that way, looking that way. Now he'll look to run, get a block from Combs. 35, 30, and that's a first down for the Raiders. Good decision by Toy to tuck it and run, and he'll get the first down to the 30-yard line. And I think the chains got all tangled up, so they stopped momentarily. Now they'll give the ball to Dominguez.
Got to get up quick.
Dominguez down to the 26-yard line. 37 seconds to go in the game. Second down. Toya will spike it. And it's going to bring up third down.
I'm surprised he didn't get a flag there. That was close that the defense came over and really this is something else here.
A little aggressive.
Yes.
You heard in our crowd microphone, the South Range fans agreed with us. Reset the play clock to 25. Raiders come to the line. Twins and a wing to the left. Titus to the right side. Toy takes the snap. Looking downfield. Firing from Titus, and there's the flag.
Yep, interference there. And I don't like saying that. You know I don't like saying that. I almost fell out of the chair, but it was interference.
No question about it. Stefanson had Titus wrapped up with the ball in the air.
15-yard penalty. Boy, that'll get him down to around a 10 or so.
7th penalty on the Bulldogs unofficially here tonight.
Oh, man. What do we got here, guys? What do we have here?
27 seconds to play in the game.
Oh, my goodness.
2 receivers and a wing to the left. Titus to the right. Toy to throw. Time.
Got him.
Looking back corner of the end zone. Jump ball batted away at the last second and incomplete. Defensive back just got a finger on that pass to knock it away.
Oh, my goodness.
Had Troy Combs in the corner.
Combs did an excellent job of turning it into a defensive back because that corner was sitting in that end zone waiting for that.
And I think that was Vito Kamara.
Yeah. And the thing about it, that ball should have been thrown more to the outside for the receiver, so to be the receiver and only the receiver.
Second down and a 10 from the 13. 23 seconds to play in the regional final. Now the official comes in from the Poland sideline. Going to respot that football. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right side. Play clock under 20. Toy to throw. Time. End zone. Batted away and incomplete. It's third down.
Ooh, that thing was almost there. Great defense. Get his hands in there. As that ball was rifled in there, but he was able to get his hands in between the receivers and break that ball up.
Third down and a 10 from the 13-yard line. Toy gets the play call, brings it in from the sidelines. 19 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Wing to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Toy to throw. Middle.
Got it.
Open. Touchdown, Raiders.
Are you kidding me?
Raiders.
Are you kidding me?
With 16 seconds to go. That's a
unbelievable
13-yard touchdown pass. That is Tommy Titus, the freshman, on the catch.
That guy is going to be something. He's a freshman to make a big play like that. in the end zone, and Toy put that right on the money.
13-yard pitch and catch from Toy to Titus. Starkey now on for the extra point for the Raiders.
Here it is, Starkey. This is big.
Jimmy Powell to hold. Snap down, an extra point on the way, and it is good.
Yeah, it's something unbelievable. As we've seen, this is one heck of a game
South
tonight. You hear
Range
me?
17, Poland 16. We've got 16 seconds to play in this game.
Unbelievable how that happened. That guy, I don't know how you allow him to come inside and be that wide open in your defense, but he sat down perfectly and boxed out like a power forward. And that ball, nobody was getting it but him.
They ran a great route down the middle of the seam. It just kind of brushed off the defensive back, turned back to the quarterback, showed him his 88, and said, throw me the football.
And another thing I noticed that he did, when he was in that end zone, maybe about 4 yards deep, instead of staying there and waiting for the ball to come to him, he came back towards the football. And that was very important because the defensive back couldn't get there and deflect it.
We heard Coach Rock 2 weeks ago in the Malutic Live Coaches Corner say he's already played a lot of high-level athletics, and it shows.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about it. Smart kid, shows how to play the game, and to be a freshman, boy, he has a very, very bright future.
So they will put the football at the 40-yard line. And that is Luke Starkey once again who will handle this kickoff for the Raiders. Starkey going to put it on the turf. Bouncing ball going to be picked up at the 25 and brought back down to the 27-yard line. Poland will have 12 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they got one timeout for themselves, but I tell you, a couple plays, this is all on South Range to make some good defensive plays. They got to be sure in their tackling.
So for the third straight year, the South Range Raiders playing in the regional final. Won a state championship in 22, lost to Perry in 23. Now 12 seconds away from a trip to the Final Four.
Safety needs to get a little bit more depth on him.
Kamara to throw, rolling out. Now avoids the rush, cuts back to the outside.
He's got
avoids
no time
the pressure
left
again. Gonna fire downfield, passes incomplete, and our game is a final. The Raiders score with 16 seconds in the game and hold off Poland 17-16. We'll take a break, come back, and have more on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Right back here to Spartan Stadium, South Range, a winner 17-16 over the Poland Bulldogs to move on to take on Liberty Center in the state Final Four Friday at a site to be determined. David got started at the 8:16 mark of the opening quarter. Vito Kamara's 65-yard touchdown run gave Poland the early 7-0 lead. 1:59 to play in that quarter. Tristan Toy, 8-yard touchdown run. Starkey's extra point. We were tied at 7. 7:31 to play in the first half. Ricky Madeline, 12-yard touchdown run. Extra point blocked by the South Range special teams. 13-7, in favor of Poland. Right before the half, Stefansson's 42-yard field goal made it 16-7 Poland at the half.
Yeah. I just tell you, and we thought then that game was so much under control by Poland at the time. It really was in total control of that football game, and then getting the kick in the second half. But wow. I'm just startled with this one tonight, Mark. This was great.
No scoring into the third quarter. Fourth quarter, 8:19 to go. Starkey connected on a 32-yard field goal, making it 16-10. And with just 16 seconds to go in this game, it was the senior Tristan Toy to the freshman Tommy Titus from 13 yards out. Luke Starkey's extra point won it for the Raiders, 17-16.
Yeah, and we talked about, I said, when they missed that, got that extra point block, I said that might loom big later in the game, and it absolutely did in that moment. And Starkey put it through the uprights to win the game of 17-16. But boy, the words of Jim Valvano, never give up, never give up. Boy, and it was definitely shown right out here as these guys played it all the way, all 48 minutes, and got them a victory.
We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll look at the unofficial numbers as the trophy presentation is going on down on the field for the regional championship. It is South Range 17, Poland 16. We're back to wrap it up on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here to Spartan Stadium in Boardman one final time. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven, Dave Ferris at the studios looking at the final numbers tonight for the Poland Bulldogs. Vito Kamara, 7 carries for 105 and a touchdown. Pano Zipolidis, 8 for 75. Ricky Madeline, 3 for 36 and a score. Chase Jones, 3 for 30. Angelo Angelilli, 8 for 16. David Zipolidis, 5 for 13. Throwing the football combined today, the Bulldogs just 2 of 6 for 13 yards. Leading receiver Joey Verone, 1 for 8. Oliver McCulley, 2 for 5 yards. For the South Range Raiders, they were led in rushing by Aiden Dominguez, 23 carries for 115. Tristan Toy, 17 for 98 and a touchdown. Troy Combs, 4 for 29. Dylan Smeshko, 3 for 27. Toy throwing the football tonight, 8 of 14, 61 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Leading receiver tonight was the freshman, Tommy Titus, 4 for 28 and a touchdown. Gavin Nagy, 2 for 18. Heath Krause, 1 for 16. And one of those catches by the freshman decided our football game.
It sure did. I was going to say that one of the biggest, that 13-yard catch was big time, and he did it. I tell you, as a freshman, he shows a lot of poise, and as I said earlier, great future ahead for that young man.
Big thank you to the athletic staff here at Boardman. Great position, great view, warm press box. Could not ask for a whole lot more.
Yes, sir.
So South Range will move on to play Liberty Center next Friday at a site to be determined. I will be traveling with Grove City for the Division III playoffs next Friday. So Jim Craven will be on the call with a partner to be determined for that game here on the iMedia One Network and a Sports Radio 1240. And hopefully we get a chance to work together again, maybe in a state championship game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that would be very nice. We would love to see that. And we've been there before, and we would love to go back.
We were there with the Raiders in 2022. And we will see what their future holds. We will also want to wish congratulations to the Ursuline Irish, a 54-0 winner today over at Gilmore Academy. They will move on and play in the Division III Final Four. Dave, you and I have been together 4 years now.
Yes.
This may be the best game we have ever called together.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the most intriguing, back and forth, strategy. Not a high-scoring game, no, but you talking about strategy, intenseness. It had it all. It had everything that you would want in a football game, in a high school football game. This was it tonight.
In the Division 5, Region 17 final, the South Range Raiders get the victory tonight, 17-16 over the Poland Bulldogs. For Dave Ferris and Matthew Craven at our iMedia studios in Struthers, for Michael Rickard on the numbers, my partner Dave Clark, My name is Mark Means. You've been listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Have a great weekend, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
You're listening to